Okay. And we're live. Welcome everyone to the Culture Cast. And I'm here at the moment with my good old buddy Tubbs, and Bruno should be along shortly. So first of all, I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Welcome, my friends. At the moment, Damien, how are you? Needed that week off, recharged and ready to go. I'd like to give a shout out to Forbidden Planet Glasgow, where I came across a nice bargain. Serpentor 1/6 statue, £36 reduced from £78. Wow, that is a great bargain, man. And I actually saw your picture of it on Instagram. It was pretty awesome. Serpentor, of course, from the G.I. Joes. I would love a classified series figure of him. But anyway, Tubbs, how are we?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Fucking hair's getting longer again. I'm very happy.
So how was your week?
Fucking kids are back at school now and all that kind of crack. Means it's kind of slowly getting back to some form of normality in this world, my friend.
That's the job. So guys, for today, we have a multitude of things, including show and tell. We're going to talk about What If Zombies. Marvel's What If Zombies episode. I'm going to talk about Cosmic Legions, He-Man, new stuff from PowerCon, and there's Star Wars stuff too, and of course there's new PlayStation games that we have to talk about.
From the
Damien
showcase.
says, evening Tubbs.
What up, Demo?
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, we can go now, Tubbs. Bruno's here. Bruno, how are we, my friend?
My dude. I'd rather my dude. I'm good, man. How are you?
Friend.
What's the story, B-Dog?
Good.
Hey, the Tubbs. What up?
Bruno.
So we're all here, and we're all... No, we're not. Yeah. So let's not get bogged down in stuff that gets us kicked off YouTube this week, because I think we may have lost viewers last week.
Man, come here, I want you, right? I'm going to say it like it's gospel, right? Teenage Mutant Turtles and April, it's a fucking thing. Check it up online. Brian knows I'm right. Bruno knows I'm right. Fucking. And if your fucking weak ass minds don't fucking
find out for yourself.
Comprehend.
We don't have to tell you exactly how it goes down.
Yeah. It basically what it is it's 4 turtles fucking April in an orgy style.
God.
There we go.
So.
They're playing hide the pickle.
Exactly.
It's not just heroes and a half, Shell.
Oh.
They're inside her puss.
Oh.
Anyway, guys, next week Tubbs will be kicked off the show, and we will have much lighter conversation for you.
And to add another flavour to this fucking thing, I just said to Brian before we started, Bruno, I've had 0 coffee in my system today.
Oh,
yeah, so it's fine. He should be out in a half an hour anyway.
Yeah, so I'd be like this in a half an hour, I'd be asleep.
No, we need to sort that. Somebody give him cocaine and cocaine.
No, what happened was I just found out
Red Bull is the thing.
Huh?
Imagine to my disgust, I woke up on a Sunday morning. Sunday morning, woke up and I'm like, oh my God, I've no coffee. And then it became very, very real. I had to look at the world from like a normie's perspective. Like
awake. This is what it feels like.
Awake. I was like, this isn't fucking nice.
Tubbs
I don't like this.
Tubbs was woke.
Oh.
Jonathan Redmond says, evening panel and chat. Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing?
My story, John.
So we're going to start off with show and tell. Bruno, have you got anything?
I got one thing actually. I haven't actually opened it yet, which is pretty weak, but I got this guy, Blur.
Very cool.
Shattered glass. Cool.
Yeah.
And to be fair, most of the stuff I'm going to show I haven't opened either. So.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Set the tone.
Makes me feel a bit less bad actually. The figure just looks cool in general. I don't even know. I haven't actually read Shattered Glass, to be fair. But
see, Tubbs, Bruno went from knowing nothing about Transformers to knowing a little bit, and then just buying any Transformers.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
Come here. I'm so glad you said that, because I genuinely blame Brian for the collecting that I've started doing.
Yep.
Because I like, outside of like DVDs and Blu-rays, like as we've seen last week, where I had like a ridiculous amount of movies that I don't even need. But yeah, the figures thing, that's totally on Brian.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the only thing I got. I did think it was cool, mainly because this is Blur, but it's actually, I suppose,
It's like an evil version of him, though, isn't it?
yeah, they're all swapped around. So, for example, I have a Starscream coming as well. He's actually in
He's the
Jetfire's colors.
good guy then, isn't it? That's how it
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
So some look really good. There was a Jetfire like it was black with like some neon purple or neon green. It looked cool, but one, it's gonna be huge because it's the same Jetfire we got before,
Huge.
and it's way too expensive. It's like 95 quid or something, and I'm like, I don't want to spend that money on something I don't know. It's gonna be
Yeah.
too big. It's gonna take up loads of space. I was
But
like,
you bought the other Jetfire, though, didn't you? The
yeah,
regular one, yeah.
he's a big boy. He's like,
He's fairly fucking massive, all right.
yeah,
Tubbs,
go on Tubbs.
Okay.
you have a story, I believe.
Oh,
I have a story and in book form.
ooh,
Well,
yes.
you've several stories there.
So yeah, so we got this one. We got DC's The New Frontier Part 1. We got Catwoman, Trial of the Catwoman, the art style, and that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, hardback Flashpoint. Yeah.
Is that so? Is
Superman.
that the complete story, Tubbs?
Yeah, the full one, man. Yeah, that's
I like that.
Superman, Birthright, Justice League, Kingdom Come, Plastic Man, Superman, Earth One, the complete omnibus. I'm gonna decide. Look at the thickness of this fucker.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Fucking get in your box. The JSA and the Justice League. Now that's 10 graphic novels. But do you remember the story I was telling you last week? I ordered like a mystery box off Zavi like nearly 2 months ago.
Oh my god. Yes.
So basically, back and forth with emails to Zavi for the last few weeks or whatever, and they finally said, "Look, your package has been lost in transit. So do you want a refund or do you want us to just send you a brand new one?" And I'm like, you know what? I wanted the books. I'm a big fucking nerd. I don't really like money. I like books. You know, superhero books.
I like
So
both.
I said, just send me a brand new one. Just send me a brand new package. Fucking jump. All good. So 2 days passed, and my neighbor knocks on my door and goes, "Oh, actually, this was dropped into my house 2 days ago. I think it's for Stephen." So I opened it up, and it's this, all right? And I got the confirmation email yesterday from Zavi to go, "Oh, we've dispatched your second batch of books." So for 20 quid, I ended up with 20 hardback graphic novels.
I will say Zavi have screwed so many people over in the past that they deserve stuff like this.
Yes,
so, yeah.
Do you know what? It's now. Don't get me wrong. This is the first time I've had an issue with Zavi, and I don't even think it was with Zavi in general. I think it was more with the courier. But,
So here's the thing.
So because you weren't home, you got 10 extra free books, basically.
yeah, basically, yeah. It's long and short of it, yeah.
So here's the thing. From a moral perspective, yes, it sucks for the retailer. On the flip side, Brian, you're right. Zavi has just constantly like cancelled pre-orders on people, always screwing things up. Their prices aren't really that good. And on top of it, why the fuck didn't they have proper tracking?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't understand that.
So you know,
I mean, it took them 3 weeks to figure out that my package was lost in transit. So yeah, I mean, normally you'd be kind of going like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not normally a dude that like try and screw someone over or anything like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But in this case,
exactly
I'm like, you know what, motherfuckers, give me my 10 free
In
photos.
the words of Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, Zavi screwed Zavi.
And that is exactly what happened.
Fair play.
But yeah, so that was my haul for this week.
So before I get into my things, since you mentioned postage and stuff and couriers, I've had my own arguings with postage in the last few days. You guys may know that I'm waiting on some custom figures that I got custom painted by Alan Alford, who we had here 2 weeks ago on the show. So yeah, he sent me those 23rd of August, I believe, and it's now the 12th of September. So basically, we checked up tracking between us, and it's been in Ireland since like the 29th of August or something similar like that.
Yeah.
And it's been sorted 4 different times, right? So I got onto Unpost on their Twitter, and basically, firstly, they didn't know anything. Secondly, then a different person messaged, can't get the words out, messaged me back yesterday saying that they found my package in the custom system, and because it wasn't sent electronically right, customs wise,
Okay.
that they're now sending my package back to the sender.
They've done that. They've done that. So in the groups, I've seen they've done that.
I've
to
seen
so
it a
many
few
people.
times now, yeah.
Like, what the hell? I also don't. So the paranoia in me, is this also a way of like EU countries kind of like saying fuck you, UK?
Do you know what I think it is? They have a system that I use all the time called AddressPal, and it's it's like I told you before, it's a virtual address.
Yeah.
Where you pay €6 and it's basically forwarded on to you. And in this system, I have not gotten away with customs once. But a few times before this month, like leading up to June, I've often had stuff sent straight to me, and it always gets through customs without a charge. So now I'm going to have to either take a chance and try again to get it sent straight to me, costing another 15, 13 euros or whatever, or do this fucking address file thing, and then get screwed by customs as well as having to pay for it being sent over twice.
Yeah, I mean, like sending shit at the moment is like ordering off anything, man. Even like ordering off like Amazon or any site. I mean,
but I will say though,
harder.
I've sent stuff to England and it's made it in a couple of days. It's no problem going out. It's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys,
Don't I have a word like
in the chat? Damien
Also,
says too many cooks spoiled the brat. Remember that, Brian and Co. Now you're doing great. Hey Brian, I think you need Krang and Surtur as your background mascot tonight. You spoiled my things, Damien. Jonathan said that's pretty sweet, Tubbs. Damien says, have you checked out Figureland UK, Tubbs? They are pretty good. Connor says evening. Damien says evening all. Jonathan says sub Connor. Hey Connor, welcome to the Madhouse.
Hello everyone.
So I've had a pretty lean show and tell the last 2 weeks. I think you'd all agree.
Oh, yes.
So I think I'm going to make up for it now.
Oh, he's going swinging his dick now, Bruno. Watch this.
I know. Okay, get out. You sing. Let's do it. I'm sorry.
Were you trying to find a hair?
Oh, he's smooth as a baby.
Anyway.
Okay.
So my first three things are basically like loose figures that I picked up from Anthony O'Donnell on Marvel Legends Ireland. He either runs or works for Dublin City Comics, or both, obviously. I'm not 100% sure. So first is Nighthawk.
Nice.
From Squadron Supreme, I think. I could be wrong.
Cool. I have no idea. I don't even know the character, but nice.
Rock Python from Serpent Society. I'm sure Damien will enjoy that.
Yeah.
And the figure that was actually labeled a dildo when he started coming out. The living laser.
Oh my God.
He does look at it. Look at that though.
Look at that thing.
I bet. Oh man, I bet you a tenner. Not a tenner, but yeah, euros, pounds. I bet you monies. Right, that is what April uses before the turtle show.
Oh
no,
my God.
No, this is an Iron Man villain from Marvel Comics, so completely different. Anyway.
Hey, we just call it a crossover, Brian.
Don't call it a comeback.
Well, there will be cum on the back. Okay, sorry.
God. Okay.
Okay.
We're degenerates, man.
No, just you, Tubbs. You make the rest of us bad.
Thank
you bring us up to your level. Thank you.
I gotta be who I gotta be, man. Johnson.
I think the rest is from Big Bang Comics. This is all one package, so it took me about half an hour to open it.
Can I ask you a question? Is Big Bang Comics delivery effective? Is that still? Are you still getting that relatively fast?
It's in Ireland.
Yes.
It's only €6 once. That's fine.
Nice.
G.I. Joe Classified Series Barbecue.
Nice.
I remember having this as a child. It's such a cool figure. Like, I don't even know what the point of a firefighter is in an army thing. Like, but
I mean, I'm not being funny.
He looks cool as fuck. So
there's loads of artillery. There's munitions. Shit's gonna get on fire.
Like when I hear barbecue, I just think of you cooking your food there a while ago.
I'm not gonna lie, like, do you know, back in the day, like, do you remember the G.I. Joe figures used to be like much smaller?
Yeah,
4-inch, yeah.
I used to use them as jobbers for like my wrestling figures. They were like the squash matches. Yeah.
I used to do the same. But did you use the big, like the Hasbro's with them or something?
Oh no, I just used to break their legs like and like melt them in kettles.
Jesus. You were
I
like
actually-
Sid from Toy Story.
I actually did that. To be
These
fair,
bios.
I don't know.
Hey,
I
is
don't
that
know if
for
Phil's in the comments tonight because it's his birthday today, so he's probably off doing other stuff. Happy birthday to Phil if he is in here.
There's a 4-inch
Oh.
figure that I've had
Yeah,
since I was
there's
a
the
child.
4-inch ones. But I remember. Do you remember
The
the
thumbs.
original? Brian knows them very well. The WWF figures. They were the smaller ones. They were
Yeah, I had
The
one.
Hasbro's.
Yeah, the Hasbro's. Remember, they weren't superposable or anything. They just kind of maybe had arm movements or something.
You could move
Ooh.
the waists, and
The
then
Bushwhackers
remember-
did this.
I remember in my kitchen, me and Phil were in the kitchen. We were just chatting away, or whatever. And while I was chatting to Phil, I was like dunking Marty Jannetty into the kettle and like boiling it and taking him out, and then like fucking with him like that, putting him back in and melting him again as
You're
talking.
definitely
while
Sid
talking
from
to
Toy Story, though, man.
Yeah,
he
I
is.
was-
He
and
is
I-
you
I
are
was-
absolutely Sid from Toy
I was
Story.
Sid.
Yeah, 100%. So, So-
Jesus.
some more stuff. Here's some of the Ursa Major wave
Oh yes.
dealt Iron Man.
Looks very
Mm.
nice.
I love the head.
And
It's fat.
that Iron
very
Man
same.
actually looks really good, like that mold.
Mm.
If it's
So, the one they use on the classic red and yellow one as well.
Do you know if you got an action figure with like a suit or something, you could put that head on and
Yeah,
you
that's
could-
what I was thinking.
could have a Howard Stark.
oh
Or yeah, good try, good
Mhm.
shout,
That's a good
shout.
shout,
I like this one way more than I thought it would be.
The
Hologram
hologram one.
Iron Man.
How many Iron Men do you have now? 'Cause, I mean, you've
Build a
showed
bear.
off a few now, so
1, 2,
you have
Oh,
to have
nothing.
at least 7.
about 5. I haven't that many because usually I only get like one of each character.
so is Iron Man the Batman of the Marvel
No, I think
action figures?
Wolverine.
Everyone that has Batman figures always has like a ridiculous amount of them.
I think Wolverine.
Nah, it's just Todd is
I'd say.
obsessed with Batman though.
Yeah, I'd say
Anyway.
so. I'd say Wolverine is the Batman of like Marvel in the sense of like every single way.
Spider-Man, I would say.
You would have
Oh
said
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, because
Yeah.
he has the like ridiculous amount of action figures. Like
He has merch across the board of everything. You can get Spider-Man paper cups, I presume. Like
Yeah.
mhm.
But if we're just talking Marvel, as an example though, if we're talking Marvel Legends, like I think we are more likely to see. I don't know actually. Shit.
Captain America, Iron Man. Yeah,
That's a fair point. It's a fair shout. Actually, by the way, Tubbs, because you were talking about Hasbro wrestling figures, that just
Yeah.
remember, this is the guy that I used to have. That was the only wrestling figure I ever got. I don't even know.
Okay, so see if I can spam. No, the rockers aren't there. But yeah, it was that line. It was that line. It was the. I had
that's like a white Coco Beware. That's really
Who?
weird.
yeah, because Shawn Michaels is the
It's
HBK
Owen is
one.
next to him.
Man, I had so many of them. Like they were
Yeah, I
were
had a good few of
fucking- they
those
were my
too.
jam. Like,
Yeah, these are awesome.
and they weren't superposable. So then we started just using like Spider-Man and all them as actual wrestling figures because you could like hyperimpose them.
Yeah, the Spider-Man, the first one as
Yeah.
well, was awesome. Oh, I think Tubbs' camera is frozen.
Tubbs, your camera has gone off, I think.
Oh, I think maybe Tubbs has. Tubbs, can you hear us? Show us your wiener. Okay.
And
nope,
now we know
he's
that the Wi-Fi isn't working for you, Tubbs. He was back
Yeah.
using his house Wi-Fi today or something, so I don't know. It was me that disappeared last week, so
I know.
I guess it's you next.
It'll be me the one after. Yeah, exactly. Done.
Most will continue with me until he comes back.
Well,
It's so funny. I'm watching him on the other screens, and he's just like,
he's just frozen. I know. He's still there on mine
Okay.
actually.
so.
Take a screenshot.
Yeah, the rest. I got the rest of the wave as well. So
Yeah,
Dark
Doc,
Star and Ultron. I wasn't going to get Ultron, but I had to because
so you can get the bath part.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
a nice looking classic Ultron.
it's really cool. But I actually prefer the others Tubbs.
Yeah.
I actually
There you
prefer
go.
the
Don't
Marvel
watch fucking
Select
there.
one.
Marvel Select Ultron. Hold on, as a point.
I
of
have it
comparison.
behind me there, but I'm not getting it down because
No,
Now see,
everything else will fall.
I'm
Hey,
using
Tubbs.
Wi-Fi tonight, Bruno. By the way.
I just explained it to him.
Yeah.
So we.
But I really like that Dark Star. Watch those eyes; they're actually yellow. Like,
Oh, that's fucking cool. Did you get all these to build that full bear?
yeah, I'm just missing I'm just missing that 2 of those because of my trials and tribulations with Amazon as well.
Oh yes, yes.
So yeah, Amazon sent me Dark Star, and they still haven't sent me is it Riri Williams and what's the other one? Guardsman. Still waiting for the 2 of them.
But it's
No,
the whole
where-
wave. You've gone for the whole wave then.
Yeah. I didn't get the modular one yet. The one that came with no Build-A-Figure piece.
The modular Iron Man. I have that one.
I
That's
want it
awesome.
though.
That's a
Mhm.
really good one, I think.
I want 2 more things now and I'm finished it and we can move on.
Oh my god, that's a proper haul, mate. Oh no, I didn't get modular. Sorry, I didn't.
So
get modular.
Damien kind of spoiled this earlier,
Doesn't
but
matter.
Oh, did you get Krang?
Android
Nice.
Krang.
Fuck yeah.
Look
so
at
fucking
that.
cool.
That is a big boy.
I think that's me pretty much done with the Turtles line now as well.
That is a good Krang.
It's
That
fucking
looks-
cool.
No, that's the one thing. So you know, I'm
Look
not
at
a
the
big
baby
fan of-
shredder in the corner as well.
Oh, I hadn't even seen.
What
I
the
didn't
fuck is
see
that?
Baby
Baby
Shredder.
Shredder?
Yeah, do you not remember it in the
that.
cartoon when he turned him into a baby?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's
It's
Krang up in
kind
the
of
corner.
weird. That, like, I mean, that was like just a random thing that happened in like an episode to.
But they
turn
do
it
that.
into
They
a-
put
a
all
toy.
little bits and pieces into the Ultimate. It's really cool.
Yeah,
One thing NECA does do well.
yeah. I mean, so you know, I have some problems with the NECA stuff, but that is decent of them actually. A lot of
Yeah, I
detail.
think NECA can be fairly shit, but on the Turtle side of it, it's been pretty good
They've
so
been
far.
strong. Yeah.
Okay, so the last one.
Okay.
Do you like
Let's see.
Thor Ragnarok, Tubbs?
Yeah.
Surtur from Thor
Oh, you
Ragnarok.
got him. Fucking hell, yeah. What size is he?
He's about 12 inches, I would say.
How did you find that out, Brian? How did you find that out?
I measured him next to my ruler.
Oh, I thought you.
Hey,
meant something
Jonathan, look, I
else.
got my ruler.
He actually used it for something, Jonathan.
It's actually like, yeah, it's just under 12 inches.
That's fucking bad.
Is that how you know? Is that how you know it's just under 12 inches?
Yeah,
Brian?
yeah.
Ah, no.
And what I
it's-
thought was mad, and I think I sent you a picture, or it might have been Alan, was the knife actually, the sword actually looks like a knife in my hands. It's that fucking big.
Jesus, yeah. Oh my god. When you hold it like that,
Ugh.
fucking hell. You put a proper hilt on that. All right. Kids are watching. Don't scare them. Don't scare them.
See,
I don't want to be highlight on
I
Reddit
mentioned-
tomorrow or something.
cartoon orgies, right? And you were all like, "Oh no, we're gonna get cancelled." Brian like literally like
Yeah.
tries to like not off himself on screen.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he's a beefy boy, is all I'll say.
Brian, can
That's
you get him
fucking cool.
closer to the camera? Is he translucent as well?
Kind of, in parts. Like if you look at the back, some of
Yeah.
it is kind of dull, so it lets the light through.
I actually
That's
really
cool.
like that. I think
I really
for-
like that as well. Yeah.
I think
like-
go on, mate.
Like I don't collect the movie figures, but like they're not going to make a comic version of him. You're laughing at comments anyway. I have to
I
look
am.
at this.
Like what Paddy
I'll-
just killed me with that one.
Yeah, he's just going to fall there in a minute anyway.
But
So,
the one thing that I really like about translucent figures like that, for a lot of people I think who do toy photography, because it's translucent, they can actually hit some more lighting on the figure and it
you can
actually,
stick a light behind it, yeah, and it's easy to hide
There's
it.
a lot of photography opportunity for that.
Yeah.
Photography.
Photography.
oh my god.
Damien says a barbecue, nice. Anyone in chat had problems with the current Barnes emo, legs, etc. I mean, he's the worst figure to get to stand, but cool nonetheless. I think I don't have him, but I think he's the same body as the Stan Lee, which is also a pain in the neck to stand as well. Stan, see what I did there?
Hey.
But yeah, I would agree with you, John, or Damien.
No, I don't.
Jonathan
have-
says, I reckon Iron Man and Spidey would be the Batman of Marvel Legends. Every wave seems to have at least one of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Paddy says, well, if it ain't the boys, Bruno, I love your face.
Hey.
Tubbs, your face is mediocre at best. I don't
Fuck
need
you,
one.
Murphy.
I don't need a
Oh.
face rating. I'm fine, thanks. And
Shit's going
Jonathan says,
down.
lol. Paddy says, just under 12 inches. That was my nickname in school because that's how tall I was.
That was
I
the one
thought that was
laughing
Tubbs
at.
as well.
Oh, fucking
Oh.
hell! We're not gonna do short jokes again.
He's a meaty boy.
Oh,
James
if Paddy's
Brown
in the
says that-
fucking chat, there's definitely gonna be short joke or two thrown around there. Like,
Do you know that Mick actually Mick, who was in the chat last week, actually messaged me on Twitter asking, was it okay to take the piss out of you for being tall, not tall?
Oh man, Jesus, man, dude, I've been a hobbit since I was 2. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's not like I'm gonna grow anymore.
2 inches.
No, but I mean, realistically, I'm not gonna get taller, so you know, might as well fucking just get over myself. Like,
I've been a hobbit since I
Mick,
was
it's
2.
totally fine.
Damien says, all I'd say is be careful when putting Krang in his android body and buy a lava lamp for Surtur. Not a bad shout, actually.
Yeah.
Paddy says, he's a meaty boy. Things Brian says in the locker room after soccer practice. Who calls it soccer practice? Settle down, Ted Lasso.
I mean, soccer practice. Yeah, he got you there, Paddy. But everything else is true, though. Everything else is true.
And I said beefy, not meaty. Get it right.
You say beefy. That's a beefy,
beefy boy.
Oh. No, it sounds worse. It sounds wrong.
Okay, so all the action figure shite done. No, not all our stuff done.
It's Tom's
So-
just reading.
I'm reading the many books I got from Zabby.
Well, you might as well read Justice League. 'Cause you never see a proper one on
Oh, no.
movie.
Oh,
Shut your mouth, Ro Regan. Look.
Ro Regan.
Fucking Supergirl, look at her.
Oh,
Wouldn't
You
be
know,
allowed to have that in the big
Tubbs,
street
you
nowadays.
know who would be an awesome Supergirl?
Who?
Brie Larson.
That warms my heart.
That broke my heart into 1,000 pieces. Like, I'm assuming Brie Larson would like shatter her pelvis at the sight of a man trying to enter her.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, just
Brian,
leave,
you're gonna
let's
get
leave
cancelled.
that there.
Okay, we'll
so
rein
boys,
it back in. We'll
what did
focus.
you think of the Matrix trailer this week?
Okay. I actually said this to Brian. I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, I'd actually forgotten about it because I watched the original about an hour after the trailer, and then I completely forgot about any other Matrix related stuff.
Okay, I had to watch it once or twice because when I first watched it, I was just like going, "Oh my fucking god, this looks amazing!" But what the fuck is going on? Like, I was going. Now I reckon I have theories about it. As I said,
I read stuff, and that trailer kind of confirmed it to me.
Yeah, my theory.
Oh,
I'm going to throw it out there. I think what happened is after the third film. that
Third
he-
being the proper word there.
the third. Yes, this
No,
is like
I
a
mean
reboot.
the third film was a third.
A third.
Oh yeah,
steaming
third.
pile
Oh,
of.
yeah. Okay, well played. No, but I think what it is, I think Neo was reinserted into the Matrix, and
Yeah.
they were feeding him that blue pill to keep him from obviously
Yeah.
not remembering who his true potential, his power, and I think that's like the little snippets of him doing shit throughout the trailer is him kind of like eating it back, you know. There's a lot of blue symbolism, like there's like even the girl that like more or less like Alice that takes him down the rabbit hole, you know, has like the blue in her hair. Neil Patrick Harris has the blue
Trinity.
glasses. It's all
Yeah.
blue pill related, you know. It looks fucking crazy. Like I heard so many people losing their minds on fucking online about like young Morpheus. I was going, well, yeah, maybe it's a younger version of him. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking Matrix. It's fictional, and it's a fucking computer
Let's not
system.
get into that whole fictional thing, but I think,
No. But what I mean about that is, I reckon this is either a Morpheus that's inserted on a younger timeline, like a younger version of him, that's not really real. He's like he's in the Matrix. If you get me, he's not like there's like Morpheus. It's not Morpheus that's in Zion.
I have a go on. Go
I
on.
have a
Go
bit
on.
of a theory as well, but the whole new Morpheus and new Trinity, the blue hair girl, I presume, that the agents have created a loop with a new Matrix.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
so-
that it's a new Matrix. It's a new beginning.
So it's like kind of
But that's what I mean.
a
Like
cheap,
it's-
shitty way for him to do a soft reboot,
It is.
maybe.
So
Like
now I
think
have
the real-
another theory.
the real Matrix
if-
was Keanu being John Wick all along, and then he just woke
This
up.
is what I was about to say. Is what if the John Wick movies are actually Keanu Reeves in like a hyperspace type mindset, and this movie is him realizing,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, you know, I can kick the shit out of all these fuckers and they kill my dog, but now I can actually like, you know, move missiles and like stop bullets with my hands and shit. So like,
Yeah.
the next John Wick is going to be him like flying and shit.
Like
It's gonna be
I also
John Wick Superman.
I also
the
think
next
it was-
John Wick is going to be like it's going to be like Fast
Were
and
they not
Furious
going to be
11.
released on the same day at one point? The next one and the next Matrix. When they initially announced them.
Think so. There's
It's going to be Keanu Day.
It is going to be a Keanu Day. Bloody hell.
dude,
But
Keanu.
Yeah.
What a legend.
What a man.
like I think like I agree with Jonathan Weaving. It's dumb, or Jonathan Redmond. It's dumb not to bring back Fishburne and Weaving. And I think this
Oh, I
new
agree.
Matrix idea is a kind of cheap way.
Is it confirmed? So this is all theories, right? We haven't seen the movie yet. We have no idea.
Of course, yeah.
I do think
discussing.
Neo gets reinserted back into the Matrix at the end as a way for him to live his life. Like the whole thing that they said at the end of the third one was that they wanted people to, if they wanted to get woken up and see the real world, they could. Otherwise, they could keep living in the Matrix. I think what's happened is the machines.
Keep me plugged in, baby.
Yeah, I would. Fuck that.
Girl in the red dress. Yes, please.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I'd rather taste proper steak than eat that mush that they had. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But I think there was a new spin up of the Matrix because you see it in the second one and the third one. The architect saying that this was another version that they'd created and there'd been ends of Neos before. So I think it's just another one of those situations. I think it is a reboot in the sense of, Morpheus and Trinity.
A literal reboot.
A literal reboot. Yeah. But
Go back.
Fly.
the thing is, you still don't know, based on the trailer, if that Trinity and if that Morpheus is actually, how do I put it? How do you know it's not just a version of the machines?
That's
Yeah,
what
the
I think
agents.
it is,
That's
man.
what I was thinking as well.
It's an earlier version of Morpheus.
Yeah.
Installed in the machine.
But it's
there.
yeah, and the thing is, Neo still retains some capabilities, so maybe they're like, let's make something approximate so that he can see something he's familiar with. The only thing, I just don't know why.
Yeah, just to harper back to what Brian was saying there a while ago with that the girl in the red dress character. You haven't seen it, Bruno, but my first ever film. There's actually a character in my movie called The Girl in the Red Dress.
Oh, is it? Oh, the first movie you've ever done?
Well, my first ever feature, yeah.
Oh.
I'll send you the link in a while.
Send me the link.
It's called Illusions of the Mind on YouTube on the Twisted Tub channel. If anyone wants to check that out.
That will twist my mind.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. But it was my first ever movie. But there actually is a character in that called The Girl in the Red Dress.
Because of
which is, it's movies. I love the whole concept of that.
It wasn't from the Matrix though, was it? It wasn't inspired by that.
No. It was just I love the concept of that character. You don't know her name, you don't know her background.
Oh,
She's just
yeah.
Or that pretty blonde in the red dress. It was the same concept of kind of what I went with for the movie.
Paddy says as well, why didn't they just call it Matrix Rebooted? Simple.
That's a fair shout. Yeah.
The first ever Tubbs or Paddy says the first ever feature film he made that wasn't a porn parody.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I'm waiting for the porn parody. I'm gonna make the perished porn parody.
Oh Jesus Christ! Let's not go there.
Yeah. There's potential.
Potential for suing by Paddy Murphy.
No. I cast Paddy as like one of the main characters in it.
Oh my God! You're infecting the chat, Tubbs.
Sorry.
Jonathan Redmond said, Tubbs, did she get hockeyed out of it by guys in turtle suits in that film?
Dude, this is why you have me on the show, right?
Wow.
Like, I don't know if I give
where we are, where Tubbs wants us to be. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Where he's brought the chat. I can't see up that far.
I bring the chat up and down with my madness. That's all it is. Like.
Oh boys. Okay, so what did you think of it, guys? Zombies edition.
Yeah.
Solid. Definitely a solid outing.
Oh so yeah, very much so. But it was batshit. Like
so who at Marvel Studios has a problem with Hank Pym?
Yes.
And Scott. It seems to be the Ant-Man cast in general.
Yeah, well,
they're like the bastard child of the
especially
Marvel
Hank.
universe.
Yeah, so, fucking Hank Pym, huh?
Hank Pym got I mean, you kind of feel bad for him. He was just trying to get his. Is it Janet? Janet back.
Yeah, she was basically in a
No.
different realm.
Is
It
all
wasn't
these
his
what
fault,
ifs, right? Are
Yeah.
they canon to
What are you
the?
laughing at?
No, but are these stories
Oh,
actually
God,
canon
yeah.
to the MCU multiverse?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So Hank Pym is basically like the worst in the MCU. He's just the worst.
In these versions, yeah, absolutely.
In
Absolutely.
the Ant-Man version, he was a bit of an asshole father. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
He
so.
was. Yep. I really liked it. I love the fact that you see it with the Hulk. Like that's kind of the entry point to it.
Yeah.
And one thing that
Shot for shot as well.
yeah, shot for shots. Like
Did any of you think the sound was pretty bad on Banner's lines? Like he was talking into a can.
Now I don't know. Now this is
Oh,
what I was thinking. I don't know if it's the sound or if it was just basically Mark Ruffalo just like phoning it in, just like saying a line.
No, it wasn't even the emotion in the voice. It's just like there was a like tinny sound at the background of all of his lines.
I'll have to.
I'd have to watch it again to
Yeah,
kind of,
it's one of those things that once people tell you, then when you watch it, you're like, oh fuck, now I can hear it.
because I
It's
do
like
know.
when he falls through the thing and he's like, Thanos is coming, Thanos is coming, and I don't know, it's like an echo or something. Maybe it's just
Well,
me.
he was down. He was beneath the stairs in the sanctum. I don't know.
Jonathan said before you go, I really like the zombies. What if, except for the zombies having their powers? Don't think that was in the comics.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That's what I was getting to, because I did see a lot of ructions online about this. A lot of people were actually kind of like some people were totally for it, but other people were like totally shitting on it. Like they were like, it's fucking stupid. Like why would they fucking have their powers?
I actually really liked it though.
I did like it, but I think because Vision explains it that they're not fully turned. Because if you notice, and this is one thing I noticed because it's a weird fucking thing, I thought it was a coloring choice at one point, and then I did a bit of deep diving into like, the fuck is that about? If you look at the zombies, they're all green. Do you know, with the green like skin? Their ears are still the same color as our skin. Check it out. Yeah, their ears are still the same. So there's still a part of their system that's operating on a regular level. Do you know? Yeah, it's such a weird detail. Because I saw it and I was like, what did they just not color their ears? And then you spot it at certain points. I was like, that's fucking cool. Like that's it's an on purpose detail, you know.
Hold on, I have a. So there.
See if you can spot this now.
Yeah.
Have you noticed it?
Is it there?
Yeah, all the outside of the ear is still the same kind of human skin color, and it's on all the zombies as well.
I don't know.
No. So there. It's super light, man. I mean.
But I mean, I know it's super light, but I was looking at this thing afterwards, and your man was saying that, like, even with what Vision was saying about, do you know, the mind or the is it the Mind Stone?
The Mind Stone, yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to, like, reverse the effects, because the mind is still somewhat active. It's not fully, like, you know, like Walking Dead. Yeah, if you get me. This is why they were still able to use their powers and still able to use some of their old kind of instincts and stuff.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Which I think is a really it's a really different concept for the zombie fucking genre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're zombies and they're eating flesh and they're killing, but there's still kind of some human traits left.
But you know that they still that, because when Vision dies, spoiler, I suppose. I know at this point,
the whole thing is spoilers.
I suppose.
Zombies. When Vision dies, you see Wanda is pissed off about it. Like she her first thing isn't to go and eat. She goes to Vision.
Exactly.
And she still feels something.
That's my point. So there's still human traits happening, you know. And how about Vision, man? Motherfucker can't catch a break.
I know.
You know?
He's just
Wanda's
he
not
really
here to
doesn't
do it
understand
this time.
humans.
Thanos hasn't arrived yet, so I'll just fucking do it myself, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Fucking hell.
But no, but I mean, and even the lineup, like I mean, even Black Panther, man, fucking, he's another one that can't catch a break in this show. You know,
When does
lying
he?
on a gurney
what
with
about
Oh,
Harley.
Scott?
he loses his leg. Yeah,
He gets fed to Wanda.
okay.
Yeah.
That was sadistic. That was sadistic. He's
Now,
being fed.
I
to
did,
Wanda. What the hell?
I did love when, do you know, when they're taking off in the quad jet at the end.
Yes.
And the Hulk stays behind, do you remember, and it was the whole Peter, because there was a line that he said, because Peter was on about, you know, I've lost so many people and the whole that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
when I
First
was
time he
thinking
mentions
about,
Uncle Ben in the MCU as well.
he did, and Uncle Ben becomes canon in this episode. But well, outside of a briefcase. But it's he mentioned something and about something like, oh, I never got a chance to be an Avenger, or no, it was like something about an Avenger, and then he says, so I mean, your man hands him the stone, Mark, or the Hulk hands him the stone, and says, then just avenge them. Do you remember
Yeah.
he said that to him, and it was like, because in this timeline, he wouldn't have actually got a chance to be involved in the full lineup of the Avengers.
No,
He
because
was just-
although, hold on, why wouldn't he? Because
He would have done the Civil War and then
he'd done
Yeah, but after Civil War, like, he wouldn't have ended up with Tony Stark in, you know, like on Titan and all this kind of stuff, you know, where he really fully became an Avenger, like.
But
yeah,
wasn't
because
he
he
an Avenger
really
before? Oh no, because they were going to.
You remember he was an Avenger
He
in
turned it
training?
down.
Do you remember?
he turned it
Turned
down.
it down
Yeah,
after Civil War.
That's true. Oh shit, I hadn't thought about it like that.
So
Yeah,
I thought that
absolutely.
line that Bruce says to him is kind of it holds a lot more weight. It's going,
I
oh
think-
shit, do you know what I mean? Now he gets to become an Avenger now to save the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
I
thought
think
it was cool.
I think it was awesome as well seeing Bucky actually using the shield and getting it off Captain America, cutting him in
Yeah,
half.
because like, did you not notice? I mean, I'm wondering to myself, is there going to be like another zombies episode? Because this one was left wide open.
But a lot of them are kind of left open, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just
No, but I mean,
take-
but this one felt more wide open, more so because like you didn't see what happened, Bucky. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Wanda was left kind of fighting the Hulk. You know, Hope was the big giant thing, and then the lads were heading towards Wakanda, which I thought was fucking really.
Thanos
really
was waiting full of zombies.
No,
as well.
yeah, but do you remember they were
That was
like,
so cool.
your one? What's your one? I keep forgetting fucking Michonne's name.
Okoye.
What's her name? Was it?
Oh yeah.
Okoye.
Akoya. But when she says, she goes, oh, like, you know, like, we're the one place in the world, like, you know, like, you know, has the defenses to keep this out. And then you see all the Wakandians kind of trying to break out of the fucking force field as zombies. I was going, that's fucked up. Like, is they're heading right towards it.
But it's
But
kind of like a Walking Dead scenario as well, right? Like,
Yeah, very
there's
much so.
No, there's no
What about
place
Scott
that's
Lang?
clear.
Jonathan
I
said
love
there. Jonathan said there, didn't Thanos do the snap at the end of the episode? I think he did as well.
He didn't have all the stones.
No, he was missing one, wasn't he? He was
No,
missing the soul.
they had
soul
the
stone.
Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone, yeah. That was one he was
Yeah,
missing.
because he was up there, because it was very from what I looked, I went deep diving, and if Brian knows this, when I watch these things I deep dive, but the pose
That's what
that
we
he
do,
has standing there is the same pose when he takes the gauntlet at the end of Avengers and goes, I'll go do it myself,
Mm.
and then do the stones, but the mind stone is missing on it, so he couldn't have snapped. Do you know what I mean?
He didn't have all of them, but he still could have snapped. Wait, what?
Yeah, because a lot of
he
people
doesn't have the Mind Stone. That's the only
Yeah,
one.
a lot of people were online and they were saying like, what the fuck was with the Thanos thing? It made no sense. But I was thinking, it was like, it's a what if scenario. None of this is like, you know, if you look at it that way, it would make any sense whatsoever. Like, Scott Lang is a fucking head with Doctor fucking Strange's kid.
That was so funny. He doing
love
the
that.
dad
fucking
jokes
funny,
and all
I
that
love
stuff.
that. That
Yeah,
was
He's
I
just
just
the
thought it
perfect
was
one.
fucking brilliant.
the heads in the jaws reminded me of Futurama as well.
Yeah, it was a Futurama reference.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought straight away.
But do you know what I really dug in this episode was the connection between Peter and Hope. I thought it was fucking real gem of a fucking of a thing in the episode, and Wanda blew my fucking mind out. Wanda was so fucking cool. And what was it fucking David Desmalchin's character kept calling her Baba Yaga.
Oh
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, God."
Yeah,
That,
do you know what I mean?
that was hilarious, actually.
That was so fucking. Now, David Desmalchin's character looked nothing like David Desmalchin.
No,
he could have
he
been any.
didn't.
He could have been any white guy in America. Yeah. You know, but it still was fucking on par. Like, but I mean, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Like, Tom Holland didn't voice him.
No,
No.
he didn't.
I thought he looked more like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap,
Yeah.
maybe. Snap.
And
sorry.
Andrew Garfield that keeps denying that he's not in Far From Home.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was absolutely class the way I think Sharon Carter. She went inside her and go.
But
Yeah,
I did
I love
love
Happy though.
I love the whole
Plow,
like
plow, plow, plow.
Blam,
but like
blam,
Happy
blam,
wearing the
blam.
t-shirt and, yeah. And he's wearing Tony's
His glove.
fucking
His gauntlet
repulsor
thing,
glove.
Yeah.
But I mean Sharon Carter squaring off against Cap, like
And Hawkeye
just-
before that.
yeah, fucking Hawkeye. It was just like fucking Christ, man. And then Bucky then fucking just like maces him in half with the shield. And
Beautiful.
rightfully
So, like-
so, took the shield.
Yeah.
In one episode, you got to see. No, I'm not even going to bring it down there. Actually, One
What?
Division eat Black Panther. A lot of people eat Hope's ass.
Oh my god.
And Bucky cut Captain America in half. What more could you want?
But did you? It's the little symbolisms I liked. Is like, you know, about people, because I've said this to Brian already. I understood why Sam was given the shield in the MCU. Like I understood the concept and why Cap gave it to him. Because
Because you
Bucky was
couldn't-
already
you
a
couldn't
super
kill them.
soldier. Bucky already had his own purpose and his own journey.
Because Bucky
Sam-
killed Iron Man's parents. That's why.
Yeah, but
Basically.
realistically, if I was looking at it outside the box, I was going to like, what? But like, why not give it to fucking Bucky?
Super
He's a
soldier,
super
yeah.
soldier, and he's, you know, like he's now trying to redeem himself and all this. This episode, I think they kind of did that.
But tongue in
They're
cheek.
like, well,
yeah.
I'll take the shield, and it looked fucking damn good in him.
That's true.
No,
I mean, in the
definitely.
comics, he dons it, right? He dons.
Yeah,
it.
he
does.
becomes Bucky
Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
What do they call it? It wasn't Battle for the Cowl. That's Batman. But there were basically loads of people as well trying to be like Cap.
Mm. But yeah. So
No,
overall,
I think he pretty much got it straight away when Cap died in Death of Captain America.
Did he get it straight away?
I think so.
because I
Oh,
do
shit.
know it was
My bad.
it was later in the comic run than Falcon. They did the run with Falcon as Captain America. But yeah, I think Bucky had it first. I mean, I could be wrong. Anyone in the comments knows that? Like, just let me know.
No, I think
Or Bruno can
Sam
just go online
Wilson.
and check it out.
Sam Wilson is much closer to Cap in the comics as well, though. I think.
Yeah. But
Um,
I mean, I could be wrong on that one. But like, I mean, overall and in general, I think the last 2 weeks they've hit this out of the park with what if. I genuinely
So-
like this one was just so out of nowhere. Like even like, you know, normally even when but can I actually note actually something I noticed. I don't know if he did, but like, do you know the way when this show started, the Watcher was just this like shadow in the sky, constantly in the
Do you
background.
think
By the
he's
time we
more-
got to like
he's more active now.
the Doctor
Mm.
Strange one, he kind of interacted, even though he's not supposed to. And this one is, you have noticed in each episode he keeps getting closer.
I hadn't noticed that, but in the Doctor Strange episode,
No, he's definitely.
So the first time he didn't actually interact, he was just talking. But I think because Stephen had like, you know, eons of power and
Yeah.
dimensions, he could perceive him or perceive his voice. And then obviously at the end, because it was going to get destroyed anyway, I think that was like the destruction events that you kind of saw in Loki. Like, that's not going to make a difference anyway. You're all going to die. Might as well.
Because in this episode, Bruno, you see him in the sky, in like above the street of New York, but you see it shows a lot more facial features in him and stuff.
I need to rewatch that.
Like
That's a
you
fair
actually
point.
see there's a
You
lot
think
more like
maybe-
face
I'm-
definition in him.
I'm
I just
definitely going to pay
these are
attention
the
to the
things.
next. Is there going to be another one?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's only we're at episode 5 we're on, is it?
Yeah. So how
Okay.
many episodes is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I think there's 10 or 8.
Is there?
I'm not- I know there's one with Do you want me to tell you what some of the
Yeah,
others
go
are?
ahead.
There's the one with Killmonger saving Iron Man from the
Oh.
explosion.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
There's one with Ultron with the Infinity Gauntlet. As far as I know.
Wow.
And there's one with Gamora as Thanos, basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's going to be some. Those are going to be some serious episodes.
yeah. Jonathan said 10 there, so there's plenty left to go. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice.
let's talk a bit of toy news. There's
Owie.
a bunch of funny stuff here that I'm going to show
yes.
you guys. All right. I'm going to share my screen.
Show me, daddy. Okay, I don't know why I said that. Move on.
I don't know either, but anyway.
Oh,
So
God.
That's the Karate Kid.
TMNT plus Cobra Kai 2-packs.
Well, like, what is
Jesus.
going on with the fucking the crossover turtle figures at the moment?
But
I-
these are
I-
Power
made. These
Ranger
are
ones
made
and
by a
everything.
different company.
I think this is these are Playmates, right?
Yeah, Playmates.
I
Yeah.
think this is just Playmates. Like, hey, let's use the same mold.
Playmates.
Oh my God. No.
Not those type of Playmates. So,
Well, that's totally where my head went. Like,
I have to say, like, the turtles are fine, but my God, the state of the Cobra Kai figures.
yeah.
Look at
Fucking
Miguel's
hell.
wrists as
Miguel
well.
isn't even white, for fuck's sake.
No, but look at his wrists.
I know.
Why- It looks like he's wearing like a long. Oh my God, no.
He looks like a marionette actually.
He does.
And as for
Jesus.
Johnny Lawrence, wow, met Johnny Lawrence.
No. Honest, they just look horrendous.
The real hero of the Karate Kid.
Yeah, like Daniel LaRusso cheated. Like he was an
No,
illegal
Danny
hold.
LaRusso, man. You go back and watch that movie, and I know we've heard the jokes over time, but Danny LaRusso is he's an awful bloke. Like he's a nasty kid.
And McFarlane
God.
Toys. I shared
my
this in my
God.
I shared this in my
Wow,
Facebook
Princess
page the other
Bride.
day. Look at the cut of Andrew the Giant.
I can't. I mean,
Like-
To be fair, I think it's spot on.
oh no.
No,
Andrew
he's-
always had a really fucked up face. Like,
No, like Mattel have made wrestling figures. For him that
oh no, I'm
fantastic.
joking. Obviously, man. Do you know what I mean? This is- but
I mean,
But I
In
don't
a-
mind the rest of them though.
Inigo
yeah.
Montoya looks good.
Can either of you know? Can either of you say the speech?
oh God, no! It's been years
It
since I've seen the movie.
it says right there. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Suck it.
That's cheating, motherfucker.
Well, I knew it anyway, but suck it.
I just went with the genuine. I couldn't remember because it has been a long time since
it
I
was
watched it.
Carrie Elwes as well, wasn't it? To play
Yeah.
And this
Oh,
guy
man,
here.
Man, do you know what I want?
Men in
Fucking,
tights.
do you know what I want? Man?
Such a classic.
I want someone to make like the never-ending story, fucking like figure line.
You know what? I
No,
tried to
don't ruin
rewatch
it.
that shit the other day again, Tubbs, and fuck me, that was a boring movie.
Yeah, but man, it's stripped in nostalgia.
Oh. You know what to say. Never go back.
What was the Batman Forever thing?
Dabba. Batman
Oh,
Forever
studio.
statues.
Oh,
That's a
statue.
studio. Nice nipples though.
I thought that was the McFarlane ones that they were releasing.
That's actually
Okay.
a good news, by the way.
So, Star Wars Fan First Wednesday. Sorry. So I'm on a group chat on Twitter with some of the other guys that come into this, and whoa, were they pissed off about this?
Why?
Uh,
That's
I think
excellent.
Connor is in the chat. You can, if you're still there, you could tell me a bit more about this. But the amount of re-releases and stuff in this line,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I
Or are they
appreciate
just
that.
putting a fresh paint job on a lot of the old stuff?
yeah, and releasing them as a new line, it's crazy.
Ah, fucking. See, that's what
Like-
wrecks my head about fucking McFarlane is it's like it's a lot of leaving with the new Superman Unbound that they're releasing is literally the Superman 1000 that in
Like,
the first
what
wave.
are these supposed to be? I know
Repainted.
I see like the
Prototypes. These are
prototypes.
prototypes.
Yeah.
So in the olden day, so if you guys probably knew this anyway.
I know
but in
I
the
know
old-
the yeah.
Yeah.
So they're
in
actually
the olden
just
days,
releasing them now.
they used to do the prototypes in different colors and things like that, just so that they could actually see which parts were which.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know
I
very
don't
very
see-
little about it.
I see the appeal, but I personally I don't see the appeal.
I think if you actually had the prototype, fuck yes.
Oh,
I
well,
had
the
a-
actual-
Oh yeah, if you had
But
had somebody
releasing them
using
as
prototypes,
commercial figures
wow.
like to the public.
No, there's nothing. A friend of mine actually collected. What was it? The Boba like prototypes.
The Boba Fett one is cool. I've seen that one, yeah.
And
Like
he-
I'm sure
Yeah.
in 10, 20 years these might be worth money or something.
you know
But
what?
not
I
if they
don't,
keep releasing them, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that we're getting into an age with toys where it's you guys remember the crash of comics in like the 90s.
Early 90s, yeah.
Oh, first
Blame-
edition, special
Blame,
collector's
blame
edition,
Rob Liefeld for that.
limited edition. Oh, first collector's issue. Like everything was coming out like that. And to quote The Incredibles, if everything is special, nothing is.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And
So that's
I think,
why I will remain the only one.
There
I am
is
the,
no
I
one.
am the
No one
special
can.
one. You are
no
the
one can
special one,
defeat you,
Tubbs.
Tubbs.
You are the special one.
But like, what
Thanks,
game
brother.
is this from? Is this from Battlefront? This one, this trooper.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like
I
Battlefront.
don't honestly. I don't know.
What
Alan
was it?
would
But
know.
wasn't there? There was a weren't some of the clone troopers
Oh,
blue?
Battlefront
yeah,
2.
Battlefront. There you go.
It's a jet trooper. Yeah. Like that's pretty cool, but I'm sure they've used that mold a million times already. Like,
Yeah,
Of course they
it's
are.
probably been used for every fucking version of the Clone Wars.
They troopers. As soon as they saw this, they're like, "Oh, we can use the same
vintage
mold."
collection.
Done.
these are the 4-inch ones, and she's actually nice. I have a figure of her in the Black series.
What are they called? The armor.
She's the armorer.
Yeah. She was fucking badass in the show. My God.
Yep.
When she rips those guys coming in, just like with her hammer, you're like, "Yep."
Flame
That's a
trooper.
proper
This is, I
Mandalorian.
think. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, incinerator trooper. I was close.
Yeah, they're all very similar molds.
Hey, Moff Gideon.
Now, this is where there's this new thing they've done is a credit collection, and I saw a different color of Moff Gideon, which just doesn't make sense because he's only ever been in the black. But apparently, it's based off of concept art or something.
Does it trooper?
Okay.
That's a mud trooper from Scarif, I think it says.
Oh, okay.
From
Oh,
Rogue
yeah,
One.
from Rogue One. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Shore Trooper. We're both wrong. Suck it.
Yeah, here's the credit collection. It's different. These are like concept figures with different colors and stuff.
I actually.
That just looks like Jango Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't actually dislike it though, because if you like rewatching The Mandalorians that Din Djarin meets all have blue helmets.
Mm.
So I'm actually not. I don't think it's a terrible thing, but meh. I don't think that's.
Wouldn't be a buy for me anyway.
No.
Yeah,
But
they're
like,
supposed to be awful fucking.
This is where it
hassle to put on
gets. This is
one
where it
with
gets
the-
kind of stupid for me though.
This
with
is
the
the way.
Mandalorian production, isn't there?
Say again, Tubbs.
I said there's supposed to be awful hassle going on with the Mandalorian production at the moment.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, John Favreau apparently fucking was interviewed and said he just wishes the studio would kind of let him make the show he's been paid to make. So by
Yeah.
that I kind of took like was it called the studio saw kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Warner
Jonathan
Thunder.
said there the credit collection is based on the concept art from the end of the episode, which I'm sure we all fawned
cool,
over
cool.
at the time.
and the artwork.
Yeah, at the end.
Oh, cool! Yeah, that's wicked.
Dun, 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 dun.
Man, that is actually a good song as well.
But this one is so weird. It's so weird. I don't know.
And I actually do like the look of that. You know,
Hmm.
you've only ever
It's-
seen him in black, but I don't.
It's not a
dislike the
great
look.
figure anyway. The original one, I have it
No.
myself.
Yeah,
He's really tiny. He is. And the armor just looks kind of the same.
Yeah.
And then there's the muddy Mandalorian.
but like how much is that figure going for?
The one
20,
with the
The muddy
with
one.
The one with the Yoda, I'd say about 30 euros over here.
Okay,
35
so
euros.
basically, would you not be just best off to just like
Muddy your own figure.
just bring him into the garden and rub him around in the fucking mud, and just
Shove
does it
him
mean
up
you're
your ass
really?
for 5 minutes.
But all you're really doing is paying for a new paint job and a baby Yoda,
It's true.
Yeah.
and it's not
God,
great
what was
to be fair.
What was Baby Yoda's name again? My God, I'm gonna.
Grogu.
Thank you.
And then
This
they
I
did
like.
yeah,
This I really
it's for the
like.
vintage collection though. It's the 4-inch ones now.
Oh no, you joking?
Yeah, it's 4-inch ones.
Oh, dicks! I thought that this was for 6-inch.
And
Now,
they're all
can I
sold
ask
out,
you a
sold
question,
out
right?
apparently already.
Do you know the way they're re-releasing kind of like, or sorry, they're releasing new lines. They're basically just re-releasing all the old shit.
Mhm.
Does that now devalue all the older stuff?
Nah.
I'm gonna say, I don't think that's a fair. No, I think it's a mixture. Because do you remember what happened with Marvel Legends Rogue?
That's
like
one
the-
figure though.
I know, but you do have instances where a newer release might be better, and actually, unless you're a completionist,
Yeah.
you don't care. I mean, to be fair, Star Wars fans.
I think
maybe
this is the
this
first
is
time
bad
this guy's
assumption.
been done as well.
Oh yeah, that's a fair shot. Yeah. I might
traffic
maybe this
controller.
is an unfair assumption, but Star Wars fans, most of them do tend to be, I have to have the full collection. I have to have everything, and that's fine. That's cool, right?
It's very hard to do that nowadays with the amount of stuff that's coming out. Like,
It is like, but this is the thing. People keep paying, so they keep doing it, and fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it. From a business perspective, just keep churning them.
It's just basically, look, come here. It's just addictions, really, man. I mean, people have like
It
different
is.
addictions, and I mean, as you said, I mean, I even sit there and I buy like rakes of fucking Blu-rays and DVDs that I don't even need, because it's just like an addiction to buying them at this
You're
point.
a glutton for punishment.
No, but I mean, but like you look at your wall behind your head, then it's
Oh,
like
I know.
but you love it, but it's kind of like
I'm not addicted. I can
process,
quit
do you know what I
anytime I want.
you can in your fucking hole. That's a story,
Oh.
kid.
No.
Where was the next bit of it?
Nice.
Ooh,
Hi,
Pennywise.
Grace.
Brian said hi.
Good night.
Bruno said good night.
Who?
Say hello to Bruno.
Hello.
In her
Bruno.
defense, hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi, bye. Shame in her
Bye.
defense, she's like, who the fuck's Bruno?
And I love it.
Night, daughter.
Love you, I guess.
I love you, I guess.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, now we're getting into the good stuff.
Tell that
Okay,
lad Patrick
so-
is a serial killer. Keep a straight face. Connor, the guy on the live stream you're talking about, the Star Wars fella, yeah, definitely a serial killer of some sort. So Bruno, you're getting this guy,
Obviously,
Doria from
Absolutely.
Dragon Ball Z.
yeah.
I thought it was Space Jam.
Oh God, I'm not far off of that. Easy.
If you
Fuck
painted him
me.
orange, spot
One of
on.
the monsters.
Yeah.
No, he looks
I-
really cool, man.
I quickly glanced. I didn't realize it was Dragon Ball.
Do you think that we will actually get? So this is Dodoria, which is fine, and I know we're getting Zarbon, but you know that there are two versions of Zarbon.
Yeah, I think so.
You reckon? We'll
Yeah,
get a
the
second one?
kind of, yeah, he's weird looking face, doesn't
He
he?
kind of looks like this, right? He just
Yeah,
bulks himself up, and kicks
takes
the
a few,
shit out of Vegeta.
takes with steroids and also.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. This looks amazing. Like, but to be fair, like, I will be the biggest figure arts fanboy when it comes to the Dragon Ball line. I think they've smashed it. Honestly,
Yeah, he looks unbelievable. The face is class. Though.
Yeah,
I'll
they've, they've nailed it.
definitely be getting him myself.
Hmm.
Paddy says, "Hey Gracie, Grace cameo is 10 out of 10. Is it Big Chungus? I don't even know who Big Chungus is.
What? You don't know
No.
who Big Chungus is?
No,
Oh, that's fucking
Brian,
cool.
I'll Big Chungus. for the
Tubbs
bit.
is spotting all the horror stuff.
Yeah,
8-inch
yeah, yeah.
scale, though, it's too big for me.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Jennifer Tilly though.
Hey Chucky.
Ah, Jennifer Tilly. God damn it.
Oh yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Go back down.
Yo,
Sorry, you saw there was something there on the gargoyles which looked really cool.
Where?
Keep going down. Keep going down. Stop. Oh, down. There you go. What's that?
I don't know actually. I see the green guy. Yeah.
Gargoyles.
Oh, actually, you were showing some He-Man stuff there a minute ago, yeah?
Oh yes.
Has anyone seen the new, not the Kevin Smith
Yeah,
He-Man
the
Revelations,
new
I haven't
cartoon.
actually-
Yeah,
Is it
the
out?
other
already?
cartoon?
Is it out?
The fuck is that shit about, man?
it's a
a
kids
new one,
cartoon,
it's
Tubbs.
Just a cartoon.
Yeah, it's Pennywise.
Are
Okay.
you creaming yourself?
Deadly, Jason.
Oh my god, yes, Tubbs. Oh,
So-
figs. That's cool, interesting.
Symbiote
Ah.
Spider-Man.
Fuck yeah.
Looks perfect.
Yep, want it.
To be fair, the
Yeah,
body
that's pretty
mold.
fucking
for-
dope, man.
This is the new body mold that they did for the new Retro Spidey, of course.
Yep, up there somewhere.
The only way they could have made this figure perfect, in my opinion, is if it was pegless. Only thing.
Pinless, you mean?
I know I keep saying pegless. I'm thinking of my friend.
Yeah, other things.
Do you know what? Do you know all that figure is missing now? Is a Topher Grace head.
But it's Black Spider-Man. It's not Venom.
That doesn't matter, but like, I mean, yeah, but even Topher Grace didn't look like Venom.
No,
He just
nobody
looked
needs.
like the Black Spider.
Nobody needs Topher Grace ever,
Yeah, and give him those
Ever.
gangly, sharp teeth as
ever
well.
again.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Look at his hands, by the way. So you get climbing hands, fist, and you get the Spidey hands as well.
Whipping hands. Yeah,
Whipping.
3 sets of hands and 2 heads. I think.
Oh yeah, he's pew pew hands.
Pew pew.
Whip, whip.
Pew pew.
His pew pew hands.
No, but that is a pretty fucking savage figure, to be fair.
For 20 quid as well.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it'll be
please, gonna lick the
25
shit
euro
out of it.
probably.
Yeah.
25 euros. Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy it and lick it. Sort it. That's my Saturday night done.
Okay. So, any interest in these, Bruno?
Uh,
Cosmic
I-
Legions.
no, I think they look great. I am actually a fan of Four Horsemen, but I don't collect any. Thank God.
They're
I would
pretty
just
cool.
be
Like I
broke.
have to say, like expensive as fuck. Though that's the problem with these.
Yeah.
This is
That
a
is-
brand new line, Tubbs.
Okay, so who makes these?
These are by the Four Horsemen. So they used to make He-Man stuff ages ago. They're all like ex-Mattel guys, I think.
Is this how Ric Flair's making his royalties these days?
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I like
That's
this
pretty
guy. He's got
fucking
4
cool.
arms.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
you can wank 4 dudes at the same time. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Bruno has now like sunk to my level. I love it.
I'm just about keeping it afloat, guys.
Talk about making a quick buck. It's like, okay. Oh, and he has a mouth. No, the figures aesthetically look amazing.
Hmm.
It looks
they,
like single jointed elbows, though.
yes,
And what's
they
the
have
size on them, right?
very
They're
cool
all about
articulation.
7 inches tall.
Depends. They do have some larger
They do have
figures which
larger ones as well, yeah.
are quite large, yeah. Like the ogre looks amazing that they do.
Like
as
that
well.
looks like something out of Mass Effect
Yeah.
straight away.
The figures look great, honestly.
But these are like no-name figures. Like they're not any proper. They're their own property, aren't they?
Yeah.
But
Kinda
that's
like the
sometimes that's
Mezco
fucking
stuff.
awesome.
So you just have to use your imagination.
Shit, I was actually going to show Bruno the photo I sent you the other day.
Like there's a green.
Ryan
There's a
sent it to
green.
me. Facebook flagged it as inappropriate, by the way.
Yeah.
The one on the top right, the one that you were showing before when that guy looks awesome. Holy
Yeah.
But
He looks like Mutagen Man.
no, but as you were saying, is these are their own line, they're kind of originals. Like I sent Brian a photo the other day. It's it's basically
Ew, bugs.
it's me in my Ace costume
Your ace
without
costume.
without the mask. It's like an actual Tubbs figure.
Oh, the statue thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the statuette. It's
3D print, wasn't it?
Which?
It's a 3D print, wasn't it?
It's going to be done with a 3D print, yeah, because it's going to be statue based. But I think we're leveling off on a 7-inch.
I like this figure. That
It's
blue
blue.
dude. There's no fucking front pictures though.
Keep going. They're all. Not up to this one. Not up to after this one. Nope. Nope. Keep going.
no.
Keep going. There you go.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
But they look great. The only thing
Yeah.
I'd say about Mythic Legions, you don't have they've very limited articulation, but they
And-
look great.
And they take a long time to come as well, don't they?
They do.
It's
I
like
mean,
a
they are.
year's pre-order.
Yeah. They are
Wayne
independent
Ward
companies.
says just dropping in to say hi. Hi Wayne. Welcome
Hey,
to the
dude.
show. Mick says meow said the chicken. Death by doggies. Yeah, there we go. Straight in this time.
Yes. Meow said the chicken.
Jonathan says the Four Horsemen stuff is seriously epic.
Yeah.
Damien says, yes, I like those Cosmic Legions, especially Kragnar Slog and Prison Guard. Pretty cool, like as we said. But again, like you're talking Super 7 money for Super 7 articulation again, aren't you?
Yeah.
With some of
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. I mean, although that being said, that guy does seem to be able to actually handle a gun, although he doesn't have double jointed elbows. Interesting.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I was tempted to buy one of those Mythic Legions there, and not so long ago, a Goblin or something it was. But like, I was like, if I get one of these and
Yeah.
I
I
like
have to
it,
buy the whole line.
No.
that could be dangerous.
You will just go down a massive rabbit hole with me.
And what's the price range on these?
I think
They
like
can-
50 to 60 each figure.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
They're,
I think
they're
Pretty
crazy
expensive.
detailed though.
so. Here's the
Oh,
thing.
they look incredible. Like there's no doubt in that. Like,
I think for what you get, I think they partially worth it. I don't think that they're actually fully worth it. Like I said, you have limited articulation, etc.
he
But-
looks incredible.
The detailing, yeah,
Mhm.
the detailing on those figures, like I think far surpasses any other figures that you have in the market.
I watched the amount of hands and stuff you get.
Yeah.
True.
But like I always think to myself when I get a figure like with a buttload of hands, like SH Figure Arts or something like that, I'm not going to fucking use half of these.
No, I mean, but you have the option to properly put.
Yeah,
them
you have the
in
option, of
crazy
course. Yeah.
poses. Yeah. This is
Like,
this,
she
this is my
looks-
favorite figure.
She looks great. Yeah, I really
And
like
by
her.
the
It's
way,
like
actual cloth cape.
it's like a proper Nebula.
Yeah.
I really like that figure. But yeah, it's a dodgy road to go down. Like,
No, like, do not. This is worse. This line is worse than crack. They had like
just a crack. Wow.
I don't speak from experience. Maybe.
Ah,
It's all right, Tubbs. Take the finger out.
So, Masters of the Universe
wow.
Origins.
New Sun Man.
I collect these.
so are they the ones you're collecting?
Yep. So I'm just gonna fly through these because
Yeah, because they're the
this,
proper old
this
school
is a
versions,
character.
aren't
This
they?
is a character I don't know a lot about. Sunman. They're the older figures, but they have like newer articulation.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a fucking a new coat of paint.
Well, no, they're the
No, that's what I
elbows
mean.
move
Is they're
better.
just they're a little more polished with a little bit more like movement and stuff.
Mm. Like I have that He-Man there. It's pretty cool. I have the Grey Skull. Jonathan said, "With making Mythic Legions, you can get them cheaper for pre-order from the site. It's kind of like a Kickstarter in a way."
Yeah.
And Mick says, "Yes, Brian." Paddy says, "Story, Mick." Paddy, hi. So yeah, I've got a lot of them. Like they're cool line. They're
I
George,
don't
you can do
know
as
the
well. You can
characters.
actually switch and move around their arms and heads and stuff to make your own figure as well, which is
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That is actually really nice art in the cover box. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really cool. Damien says, "Need Pigface to go with Sunman. He's Nemesis."
I thought Sunman's nemesis was.
Nick says his weapons are brighter than my future. We love a bit of self-deprecation on here.
Hey.
The greatest hero of them all comes with a proper comic and all. and
Go
then
back there a minute.
You see Pigman there too. It's like he's holding his head. And
That's what I was about to say. It's like just like the Bray Wyatt version of fucking
I'm not. You got to put a serious head in him as well.
the Fiend fucking figure holding his own head.
Ain't nobody
Deadly.
gonna mess my son, man.
So you were saying you get a comic book with it?
Yeah,
That's fucking cool.
I like the Pigman thing as well. It looks really cool. Good shout, Damien. That's him.
Let's go to the real stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's
Oh,
wrong with
fuck.
those, Bruno?
There you go.
Is
There
this
you
the
go.
Revelations ones?
So yeah, these are revelations. And some of these just look
Yeah, I like these ones.
outstanding. Fisto, yes.
Yep.
Wanted.
Great for a Friday night.
This wanted Triclops, and
Lads.
you
Yeah.
can take off. You can take off the armor and just have him in his older armor as well.
Oh yeah.
Which is-
Do you have a picture of him in his older armor?
I'm
by
gonna
the
go
way?
through all these. There's
Oh, I see.
Stinkor.
There you go.
Looks class as
Two
well.
in the pink, one in the sting. Okay.
Oof, trap jaw. Don't get caught in that.
That looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
But that's a deluxe as well that you can strip the armor from. That's what's her name? Anya or Ari? I can't think of her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
So she mustn't be very memorable.
Ooh.
Tila, classic Tila. I really like that.
Yep. Perfect.
This guy looks so cool.
Grey Skull.
Watch the furry neck thing and everything. Cloak.
Yeah, it's fucking unreal, man.
You
And
could use
so,
that, you could use that cloak for a spawn as well.
so one of my favorite things about this figure, like the character looks awesome. Look at how good his face is. His face is perfect.
Watch his face then. Merman.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, that one actually reminds me of my cat that has one eye.
Jesus.
I swear to God, the cat that I have in this house has got one eye. Like
What have you been doing to your cat?
he was a stray, he came like that.
These guys are concept art, right?
Concept art, yeah, Viking.
Yeah,
He-Man.
because I was saying like fucking I don't remember seeing him with the helmet in the show.
It
No.
reminds me of Vicor though, the concept from the original show.
I would
I
still
think-
get these guys. They look awesome.
But the Skeletor looks class as well. You can see the reuse
And
straight away
have they
on Skeletor.
released Skelegod?
Yeah, it's in Smith's now, man.
Yeah, but he's probably he's expensive out, like is he?
$35.99 or something.
Is that all
Yeah.
he is? Because is he
Bruno
not
has him
much
there
bigger?
now.
There you go. So that's So this is Skeletor. Next is Skelegod.
Okay, so he's not. I thought no, he was going to be like a 12-inch or something, Joe. I thought.
Well, he's
He's gonna be
probably
a
giving
much
him
bigger
12
figure.
inches right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry, Brian, you just got cancelled.
I know. Happened before.
Yeah.
So here's more origin stuff.
You have chat. Oh my god, yes.
Motu is not going away in 2023. There are no plans to discontinue Origins. And the two of these three I have to have. Buzz Off and Jitsu. I had them when I
Buzz
was a
Off when I
kid.
was a kid, actually.
Yeah. And that's the Sorceress there as well. I already have a version of her that came Grayskull, so I won't be needing that one. There is Clawful. I'm not too sure of these two repaints, so someone can fill me in on those. Clawful is the one in the middle. There's a repaint of Trapjaw and He-Man there. I had this Skeletor, I think, as well when I was a kid, the one with the big hands. I'm not too sure again about the He-Man.
Yeah.
Strider. He was Fisto's horse, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks really cool.
He
Strider.
looks like Buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
Yep.
Now, there is the next wave, including Scareglow, which wasn't on the pictures there a while ago.
Yeah.
Andras is her name as well. Just popped into my head.
Nice.
And he does glow in the dark, his head.
Yeah.
She does come with a second
Cool.
head
And
as
the
well.
long-haired head as well. Yeah.
Tila's gonna be awesome.
Right. So these
Look
are
at-
the deluxe ones, right? Watch this, Tubbs. Watch the next picture, if it shows it. So
Right.
this is the box art for them. You can change them into the original.
Oh, okay.
He looks so good.
He looks wild.
I had the Triclops when I was a kid.
I have the Origins one up there now, and
So
Question for you.
this is
When
awesome.
are they releasing the Dolph Lundgren versions?
they released
already.
some a few years ago.
They
Yeah.
did.
It's, I don't know how true it is, but I was reading it.
Super
That they were
7.
looking at re-releasing them.
I think they will, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. There's the
Yeah.
deluxe King Grayskull.
Oof.
Looks
Yeah.
class.
Like this line has got me hooked, man.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm all in.
So yeah, this is what I was on about. More and more was on the way in 2022. So you
Yeah.
can see here, right? They're going to be making stuff from other He-Man properties. So He-Man in the Masters Universe, the very first one.
Wow.
So
okay.
maybe
So they are bringing it out.
maybe they'll cut in the movie eventually as well.
That He-Man
See?
Masters of the Universe, doesn't that look like the movie logo?
No, that's the original logo.
No, that's from the film.
Hmm?
Yeah.
New Eternia. There's the stuff from the new cartoon.
Because that's why and I guarantee 10 other people in the comments thought it was like a crack and a joke or something. I was actually being serious when I said it, because I had actually read that the movie versions, there was talks of bringing those out.
Yeah, because they did say like it would be from when they released the Revelations line, that it would be from everything, like
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'll be honest
Masterverse
about
line.
it,
That's what I meant to say.
I'd definitely buy like the Dolph Lundgren He-Man and the Skeletor from the movie.
Yeah.
They're still like Super 7 made them, and they're when was it, last year or the year before they come out?
No,
They
it was a
said they
couple of
came
years
out
ago.
last year. I didn't notice.
But see, this is a new line.
But do they look any
Good
good?
sort
though?
articulation though.
Yeah, it was Super 7. Like I don't know, I didn't buy them anyway, and I wanted them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can
But if
probably
they
still find
re-release
them. I
them,
don't think
or
they
if
would.
they do new versions,
Yeah,
I'd
they didn't
definitely buy
sell that well as far as I
No,
know.
they. I'm sure that you could still find them probably on what is it, Super 7?
But Revelations now was after kind of, and this new figure line here is after kind of like kickstarting it again.
Yeah, Damien said there it is the
There's
film
new
version.
interest. To which?
It is the film version as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
wicked! So
you're
yeah,
right.
I knew I was fucking. I knew it wasn't like.
I think we should
Something I
pack up
dreamt
things.
up.
Tubbs was right.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, I was.
It's game
Okay,
over.
okay. So I think that's the majority of toy news for the week. So, like, usually we don't. Well, what am I saying? We did a video game segment last week. So we usually don't cover new video game news on this show, but
Oh, yes.
there was some
please.
awesome reveals.
There really, really
Like-
was.
I think we should talk about the showcase in general before we go on to the obvious superhero stuff and what have you. So I'll start with you, Tubbs. What was your favorite part of PlayStation's showcase?
Oh, I mean, like fucking the Wolverine one blew my mind. God of War, Ragnarok. Just fucking unbelievable. Looks so fucking good. Spider-Man. I'm trying to think of fucking. Was it Forspoken was one that
Forspoken,
That was
yeah.
the one
really stood out to me.
that blew the hell out of my mind.
And I was kind of looking at like all the gems, like all the normal like PlayStation games that were released. I was like, oh, Spider-Man, Wolverine, all these new ones I was getting, and then Forspoken came up, and I was like, fuck me, this looks amazing, you know. So that's one that definitely caught my attention. It was on the
That's
higher
the one where she's talking to her wristband in it. And she's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks really cool.
And the voice
Unreal, man.
acting sounds
Voice
spot
is
on.
incredible. Yeah.
And I didn't know what to expect when I first came on. I thought I was like, oh, it's me one of these games now. But then they started showing like gameplay footage.
Yeah,
Mm.
I was
like
oh,
the
this
po-
looks unreal.
the particle effects when she's like razzing
Ripping
through
things
shit.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, holy, like you can understand why that is not going. Well, I'm saying this, why that would not be a PlayStation 4 game. Like you need 60 FPS, and you just need like all of those particles to be well translated. Like holy shit, like give us that on PS5.
I mean, Sony, I mean, to be fair, they delivered on this one.
Like I'm gonna go before you, Bruno, in case you're stealing my thunder, because you're not. So like I was chatting to you guys, Bruno and Mike when this was on concurrently, and Jim Ryan was at the Sony guy, came out and he was like blah 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 blah, new games, blah blah blah, as they always do. And I wasn't expecting anything major, but then like the first game they showed was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake.
There you go.
And I was
There you
like,
go.
I like commented, oh, let's fucking go, or something shite like that. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, as both of you probably know, as I've probably told you many times, is my favorite game from ever. Star Wars. Like, and I have the Revan figures of all. I was begging for them to make more figures from that game, like HK47,
And this is a complete
Malak, Bastila, etc.
A completely remastered version, right?
They're doing a Final Fantasy VII on it, like remaking it from the bottom up. So
that's
like,
gonna be. I've never played the game, so I think that's gonna be.
I've played.
If you've never played it up until now,
I've watched.
Do not read
I've seen
anything
more
about
it.
it.
I already know the spoilers.
You know the twist, obviously.
I know. Yeah, I know like the whole Darth Raven thing at the end. I know. Unfortunately, I know it, but it's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm stupid enough that I'll forget that shit whilst I'm playing.
But like, I think whatever.
It doesn't even matter, dude.
Whatever about the twist, I think it also has like some of the most accurately written side characters ever in a game. Because there's a character called Mission Vow in Talos, the First World, which is basically a 16-year-old. And I tell you, Tubbs, if you go on and play that game and start talking to her, it's like talking to a fucking 16-year-old that you have at home.
Yeah, but I mean, but is it better written than Rey Skywalker?
Yes.
What was the other?
Well, you spend more time with those characters than you do with Rey Skywalker, so.
True. But no, but I mean,
50 odd hours
you know the story
world.
with me. Like, I've only played bits of it because Phil was like yourself. He was just fucking game was one of his favorite games growing up. So I got to see him play it more than I actually played it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to do it. I'm genuinely, it'll be fresh enough for me that I can sink my teeth into this like a brand new game.
Like I'm also of the mind that if they do change stuff, I'll always have the first one. Like I'm interested to see what they'll actually do, because if like you go to, I think it is it 6 different worlds across the game, and if they do like one of them is an underwater planet, one of them is like another Tatooine, and there's another one's like a rubbish city. It's really distinct looking places. So if they make them with now's graphics, I know my grammar isn't the best, like, but make it with no graphics, please. If they make all those worlds, with next gen graphics and get the writing and everything right,
that's gonna be awesome.
I mean, but they did it with like, what was the last Star Wars game that came out? It was like Fallen Jedi.
Fallen Order.
Yeah, I mean, and
that was okay, but it was a very straightforward action game, like. So.
No, but what I mean is the aesthetics of the world. They look really good.
And didn't give you no map to traverse it.
Yes,
it did look really good. Yeah, I didn't finish the game. I didn't engage me, honestly.
I didn't finish it either. I have it there, but I never finished it.
I wasn't grossed in, and honestly, the gameplay is not my style. It's too Dark
the
Souls.
the lead characters. I didn't like him, but I still finished it.
No.
It wasn't too Dark Souls. Put it on easy and play it.
Oh no, fuck that. Like it's all about parry and dodge and parry. Like no, I want to be a Jedi. I want to like fucking.
You want God of War style, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. Like if I'm a Jedi, I'm a Jedi, motherfucker. I want to force pull.
Did you play?
Force.
Did you play Final Fantasy Remake?
No, I haven't. I have it on my console, but I haven't played it yet.
I would say try that, and if you like that, you'll love Knights of the Old Republic, because I think that's what it's
I still haven't got around to it.
I like I said, I just want to smell like okay, go. I'm playing. You know, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima because I keep going on about it. I really like the gameplay in that because there is the parries and the perfect dodges, but it doesn't feel like if you don't do it, you can't play the game properly. And whereas for me, I think
you can struggle to win if you mess up, basically.
Yeah,
like I'm on like the PS5, yeah.
Sorry, Sabs, I didn't catch. What are you on again?
Like, I got this thing, you know.
You got a PS5, man. That's sick.
Wow,
it's all good. No, but it's crazy that like I'm on my third playthrough on Days Gone.
I haven't even
Days
started.
Gone is amazing, though.
That's what I'm playing. Like,
I did start it.
It's a game that when it first came out, it was kind of slept on. People didn't really. It didn't blow people away like they do, and they gave it free in PS Plus and the whole.
Maybe I think that's because holy shit, I remember seeing the trailer for that.
It's so fucking good, man.
The genre isn't for me because Brian knows I'm a massive pussy. Like I cannot do this whole scary things.
Oh, don't get me wrong. When you face down a horde of like 500-600 fucking freakers, man, your anxiety will hit the roof. Like
no shit. That is literally why I'm like
spoiling the game for anyone. But there's this section in it.
Spoiler: there's zombies.
In the sawmill, there's a sawmill section. This big thing. It's a mission you have to do. Kind of like you can kind of get around it. You can escape it the entire game, but then you get to a certain point in the game, you have to do it. And this mission is hardcore. Like.
Yeah, but by the time I got to it, I'd like every single side mission done and everything, and I had everything, and I would just mowed the fuckers down.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, you know yourself, if you fuck up once, that you're done.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know.
Well, you can run.
Plus, it has the worst kind of zombies, like
the runners.
Yeah, fuckers. Like honestly, every other zombie movie up until I started, I think the first proper zombie movie that I'd watched that had zombies that could run fast, they weren't even technically zombies. 28 days. Or 28 weeks, whatever. It was I actually watched 28 weeks first and then 28 days. But
you watched it backwards.
You do everything backwards.
I know, mate. I know. You should see how it's like. And I completely, it freaked the fuck out of me because they were fast. Like they were fast zombies. To me, the concept of an undead is, hey, it sucks, but you know what? You just have a bit of cardio, you have a brisk pace walk, and you're fine. Nope, not with these fuckers. And when I saw that trailer for the game, where you see a bunch of like zombies running
through the doors,
whoa! I was like, looks awesome, blown away by it, but fuck you if I'm playing that. So
I mean, it's if you do end up getting the PS5 at some point, it's in the PS Plus collection.
You have a PS5?
So do I.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Brian has one too.
Cool, excellent.
Let's read the comments before we go any further. Damien says, Masters of the Universe Classics did a film series, Skeletor, Kark, etc.
Yep.
Is it Craven as overall villain? If so, this game is epic. Of course, he is talking about Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Jonathan said it's Venom. Venom, yes, but he sounded more like Craven. Now, hear me for a second. I thought that it was Craven with the symbiote suit.
No, so I think what you hear, so that's no.
It's Eddie Brock talking, right?
Rewatch the trailer and you will see two distinct voices. And when I say distinct, as in even accents. So you have an accent with one, and then Venom's voice does not have an accent.
But Venom is a separate entity, though.
No,
he's a symbiote.
No, you can't do it on that. Fuck that. You can't do it on that. Like if he's a symbiote.
You can though.
No, don't be a bitch. No. I know. I'm sorry, but hold on.
But look at this for a second. When it teased the end of the game, the last game,
Yeah.
it was Norman Osborn was growing the Venom suit. It seemed like
Yeah.
in the thing. So I think I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not going to be exactly like it was in the comics. Like, you know, that's what I mean. I'm trying to say.
But hold on. What is the thing with Venom? Venom just wants to kill. He wants destruction. This guy, Craven wants to hunt, and like the whole narrative to the point of, like when they talking and then you hear Venom's voice, like he's talking about wanting the challenge, wanting someone who can step up. The accent is too different. Like I'm going just off the accent, and I'm gonna say
I
it's
don't know.
gonna
I
be
have a
Kraven
feeling
and-
that it's going to be Craven is going to get his ass handed to him by Spider-Man in the game.
And you think
and
he
then
becomes the symbiote?
He takes on the symbiote and becomes.
But it's a different voice, man. That's the whole problem that I
In
have.
the trailer, yes, but I'm saying in the game, like we've only seen like
Well, I
a minute of a trailer of like
I
a
mean, I could be
100-hour game.
wrong, but I thought even in the post-credit sequence in the first game, it was Harry that was.
Yeah, trying to keep his dad alive, was it?
No, but it
Wait.
wasn't Harry. Remember he was like, it wasn't did Norman come in into the thing? It was Harry that was in the thing.
Harry, what? No, I see your point. So he was trying to keep Harry alive because Harry had you're spot on actually, Tabs. Hold on.
he
Yeah,
was
it's going to be
trapped,
Harry.
He thought that Harry had left the country or whatever.
That was the
Um,
excuse they kept giving, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But he's still in the tank, and there is the symbiote.
Yeah, I'm telling
So
you, it's going to be Harry that's going to be Venom. Now,
I don't know.
unpopular
It could
opinion.
still be
I don't know
Norman.
where you stand on this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I have an unpopular opinion. Do ye think that they jumped the shark a tad with Miles Morales already? Like they super powered him up in his game, like to the point where he was like he came off way more powerful than Spider-Man in his own game.
You mean with the electric punch?
Yeah, with the crazy, I mean, like over fucking powered fucking abilities.
That's his thing, right?
Oh, it
Yeah.
is, but I'm delighted they went there. But what I'm thinking is, do you think they should have kept that level of like power ups for this game? Because
I see. So like
because he's still the student, if you get me.
maybe, but I kind of
And
like.
he kind of seems more powered than Peter now.
I mean, he can he can one punch the fuck out of like.
Like,
Rhino
don't
and
get me
shit like
wrong,
that.
I enjoyed the absolute loving shit out of playing.
I know it's a beautiful game.
I gotta watch my words because it was about to say playing with him, but playing with him in the game. Do you know what I mean? It was a ton of fun, but story wise,
I love
Yeah.
this. I absolutely love the story. Love the gameplay. I see what you're saying about the powers. I also
I think
kind of
there'll be a reset at the end of the start of the new game anyway.
yeah.
There will, and so I think what you'll actually, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like this is the whole point of speculation in this conversation, but I think what you'll have is it'll be a world where Miles and Peter are just keeping New York safe, and I reckon you will be able to play interchangeably between them.
Yeah, I think it's definitely.
I think it could be like Grand Theft Auto 5 where you switch between them at certain moments.
Yeah,
story-wise.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of it in the Spider-Man game with like Mary Jane and things like that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you did
Worst
have
part.
one mission. I think you played. Didn't you take control of Miles at one point?
You do in
first
the
game?
first one. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's where you see your dad and you have
So
to
yeah, I
take
reckon there'll be more of that.
So,
Yeah.
in the comments, Jonathan says the talk of remaking KOTOR for a modern audience is not good. It was perfect, so a remaster is all it's needed. And yeah, it'll continue to be perfect. I still have it on my Xbox. I do play it from time to time when I'm bored. So like, I don't mind if they do something different with the same characters on a next gen level. So it doesn't bother me. I'll always have that first game anyway, and that'll always be the one that I will remember.
Dude,
So
I've
to
said it.
speak.
It's like Disney remakes, man. If you don't like the new shit they're putting out, you can always go back to the original.
Well, like when an animated Lion King is more emotional than a fucking actual lion, yeah.
Okay. Let's do
That's so
hyper
bad.
realistic lions that have no
But,
emotion in their face.
No, that was
Jonathan
weird.
says the combat in Fallen Order felt off. Paddy says, sorry, does Tubbs have a PS5? He never said.
What, this thing? This thing right here?
No, that's controller, Tubbs. That's not a PS5.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know
even
what?
have a PS5, guys.
I
I've
reckon he just
literally
put a
went in and
controller
bought a
to show
controller.
itself
He
off.
saved up for the controller just so he could brag.
He's like, hey guys, I have a PS5. Hey Tubbs, do you want to play a game?
Jonathan
Jesus,
says,
no, I'm still playing PS4 games.
Jonathan says Sony won't want to confuse normies by making Craven Venom when their big movie sequel is going to drop. Also, he says, Days Gone was so good, sucks there won't be a sequel. Yes, 100%. Bench Studios are working on a new IP though, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm
a greedy bastard. I want more Days Gone.
I genuinely do think. Now, look, they're probably, there were companies work off of like, oh, well, it didn't make as much as we thought it would make when it first came out. You only kind of started playing it when it was made free.
They literally had a go at fans on Twitter as well.
The director did, but I think if Sony see the upgrades in ability and copies, and then the PC version is ported over, and that does well. It seems to be doing really well now as well. I reckon that it's a no-brainer. You probably won't get it anytime soon, but I think you definitely will eventually get a sequel.
At least like 4 or 5 years. Maybe.
So basically, there was someone giving out on Twitter about there being no sequel and what have you, and it could have been having a bad day or something. But he basically lashed out and said, "Well, if people bought the game in the first place, there might be a sequel being made."
This is the director of the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has to be on Sony as well, because Sony did push it out
posts and everything about it.
No, oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, look, I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right.
You go, Tubbs. I'll finish the comments.
I'm going for a piss, kids.
No.
You leaky
flat like a 5-year-old.
But Paddy says, but like, even if Miles is more powerful than Peter, I think Peter hasn't tapped his full potential yet. And also, Miles is still a kid and narratively making stupid mistakes.
He's right.
That's what I was going to say. He's more experienced anyway. Peter is.
Yep.
Paddy says Brian feels the same way about the KOTOR remake that I do about the Final Fantasy remake. I'll always have the original. Days Gone Dave had a meltdown on the fans not finding enough copies.
Sucks to be you then. I mean, make a game that people want to play then. Shit. Sucks,
and Mick has a comment here, but I'm going to wait till Tubbs.
Yeah, you definitely have to wait till. So I on the
for you,
reveal,
what's your highlight?
My highlight, it was actually the Forspoken one. So I was, hey, tell me which games are coming kind of thing, because I couldn't really see them at that time. But after I went back and I watched it, Thor Ragnarok looks good. Like, how do I put this?
Ragnarok.
What did I say? Thor Ragnarok?
Ragnarok.
Sorry, God of War Ragnarok. Looks good. I don't think there's much you can say about it. That like they didn't show you anything which you were like, oh wow, that looks amazing. That looks different. It's just a sequel to the story, which I'm okay with. I love the story. One thing I will say, and I'm calling it out here, when the first time you see Loki in this one, he has the deer stag horns on him, and I reckon that's foreshadowing to how you'll actually see him in the game later on.
Yeah.
There was somebody who did an amazing piece of fan art, by the way, on Loki God of War and how he could look as a grown-up. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things. Fuck, I wish I'd actually prepped it before.
You look there now. I'll just read out some comments. I held this one back. I held this comment back for you, Tubbs. Mick said, fucking hell. He said you got your PS5 off Santa because you're one of Santa's elves.
Now see, look, we left it aside. Let's have a fucking word with old Mick here now, all right? I'm joking. He's giving me free.
He said he's gonna love me. Tubbs is a pussycat. He might trip over him even.
Okay. Can I share the?
You can share whatever you like.
Oh, in that case, well, guys, I'm having a real good time now. Okay. This is the fan art.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Like you can see the what do you call those? The Blades of Hell?
Sickle?
Yeah.
No, because these are the Blades of Hell.
Blades of Chaos.
Chaos, thank you. From
God of War.
Thank you. From Kratos. And obviously his horns and shit. Like, honestly, when I saw this, I was like,
that Stormbreaker on his side?
Yeah, there. Right there. That's the axe. Honestly, it's beautifully done. So that's just fan art. I would
Mick, never be sorry. Mick said sorry.
But did you know they're doing Fat Thor for Ragnarok.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of him already.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
cool. It's actual Viking
It's
Thor.
it's
actually,
Norse Thor. It's not
Norse
obviously.
Thor. That's the word I was
Norse,
looking for.
Yeah,
Norse.
it's Norse
Does-
Thor. It's not MCU Thor.
Does he not look different
It's-
though from when you see him
It's
the
not
first time?
this Thor.
He's a ginger fat dude, basically.
You know.
Yeah, but like the first time you see him like this. And by the way, yeah, like the man's hiding a belly. I get that. This is what you see him as the first time.
You don't
Right.
see him in the first game.
You do.
You
No,
just see
they
the hammer.
didn't show him. They only showed the side. That's a shot now from the new footage.
What? Where did I get this from then?
That's you definitely you only see his hammer in the very end.
Yeah, they
Oh,
only
the
show
second
the
one.
side because it's like an after credit sequence.
What? Yeah, secret. Okay. I don't know. I've seen this for a while now, so I thought that's what he was going to be like. This is what he is.
Yeah, this is what Thor's going to look like
This
in
is
Ragnarok.
what peak power. This is what peak power looks like.
But to be fair, the MCU did this version.
I mean, not being funny. This is a Norse god. He probably drinks and like
Yeah.
he doesn't need to do anything. He barely.
See, that's what it is. I mean, even with myself, you know yourself, we've watched the MCU Thor for so long, but Norse mythology is
It's totally
you know
different.
yourself. It's totally different.
Jonathan said, "Am I the only one who thinks Deathloop looks shite? Zero
Nope.
interest in that game." Now, I will say,
What
I'm
is it?
sick of seeing. Do you know that Deathloop?
Yeah.
The shooting game. It's been shown for so long. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm getting tired of waiting for it. If it had released 6 months ago, I'd be happy, but I'm just gonna about it now. I've seen so much of it now at this stage.
You know what the problem is? Whilst the concept of it is nice, the concept is like you have two people who are constantly hunting each other.
And it's Bethesda as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like,
I wasn't a fan of
okay,
what's
great,
that
but-
the shooting game they had before?
which one?
And you know me, Brian. I'm
That
not
back in olden times.
my
Oh, I think
gaming
I
doesn't
know
go directly to first person shooters. I get lost. You know, give me a God of War or a Spider-Man or a fucking.
Like I play first person shooters all day, like, but
Dishonored or Fallout?
Dishonored, that was the one.
Dishonored.
I wasn't a huge fan of that.
No,
Yeah, I mean, I think the gameplay looks like, but for something like that, if I don't know whether they keep on going for the first person for a console.
Mm.
I don't get. There are some games which make sense, like proper shooter games. Yeah, I understand why you'd want an FPS view. For something where it's story based and you have your character, just give us a third party view.
Like I definitely like the tone and the feel of the game. It's very time splitters.
Yes, it
But
is. Love time.
Yeah,
splitters,
like
my
I'm
God.
interested in playing it, but just my hype has died down a little because they showed it way too early, I think.
yeah,
And Jonathan said there, I think they went back to the drawing board with Deathloop and all the delays, as no one was given the game, as no one was digging the games. Paddy says Bethesda are just the publisher. That's fair
Oh,
enough.
Fair play.
It's Arcane, the guys who did Dishonored. Yeah, I was in the right ballpark anyway. But Mick says ginger fat Thor. That's basically me minus the Thor.
Nice.
That's
I think Deathloop
basically
is
me.
a fun game, but they've turned it into this massive thing that it shouldn't have been. Yes, overhyped to the fucking last is what it was. Yes, so highlights Spider-Man 2, Wolverine. Wolverine, we didn't really talk about that. What?
Well, I mean, Wolverine. I mean,
You
I think
pushed
it was
over
because it was such a short.
Which is perfect.
It was perfect. It was
Yeah.
just actually. It was like what was it? 30
Like,
seconds.
you
So, would you believe me? As soon as I saw the bar, or before I even saw the bar, as soon as they just show you like all of the people on the floor, I swear I thought it was going to be Wolverine.
Yeah.
My first thoughts were Spider-Man 2 instantly.
No, I
Not gonna lie.
a dive bar, and then as it moves, I was like, this has to be.
Like,
The minute it
my
showed the
head-
hand on the thing and the blood, I was like, yeah, Wolverine.
But my head didn't go there straight away because I didn't even know they were making a Wolverine game. I knew they
Well,
were making,
none of us
No.
did.
but I knew they were making that other X-Men game. What was that called?
Wait, Insomniac.
No. There's another X-Men game coming out. It's like
No, there's
Ghost
Midnight
Rider.
Suns. Midnight Suns.
Oh,
Yes, Midnight Suns.
the
That's like
strategy one,
strategy game, yeah.
like XCOM or whatever it's called.
Yeah, is that game more like Ultimate Alliance?
No.
No.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like XCOM that enemy unknown thing. It's like
Really?
turn-based
It's
strategy
turn-based
game.
combat. Yeah,
Oh, you lost me on turn-based.
I know. Trust me,
So-
for an action game, I know exactly what you mean, especially for superheroes.
Yeah, we'll
Mm.
see.
It looked. I have actually seen videos of it, and do you remember I was going off on a rant that I'd love to see a game with Mystique and Sabretooth?
This is
Mystique,
it. This
yeah.
could be it.
Yeah.
maybe.
Like what I was going to say to you guys, do you think, knowing that this is going to be Insomniac, do you think this is going to be like
Tie-in.
self-contained or open world or linear? Or it's hard to know, like, because there's not a big massive mode of transfer
with
from Wolverine.
Spider-Man, you
Goodbye.
needed open world.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
You know what I mean?
Spider-Man
But
can swing all over the shop, but Wolverine has to walk.
I don't know. I mean, if they did it open world, there's a lot of shit that they could do with it. Like imagine hunting as Wolverine in the woods.
Mm,
Like imagine it literally starts out as you're up in the woods, you're just chilling, and it's fuck. What was that storyline? That was Origins, I'm sure. Where
yeah.
there's a bear that's been hunted, and you have to go and kill the bear because it's going off on a
Question for you.
rampage.
Do you think that this is the beginning of Insomniac's
Yes, I already know what you're
Marvel
gonna say.
game universe?
Because wasn't Mick sent to us earlier that Sony has the rights to like 100 and something characters now?
900.
Video game characters. This is video game
so,
rights.
I mean, man,
Not to be confused with movie rights.
Yeah.
no, but you know what I mean. But I mean, like when I saw Wolverine out, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, is this the start of them branching out, but interconnecting all of the material?
I hope so.
Yeah.
The new Sony Marvel universe. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fucking cool.
So
I would
like
love
I
it.
know they did the show Guardians as well. Is that out? It's out next month, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they showed Guardians.
so.
Guardians is out. I think next
That
month.
looks cool as well. I like
It looks
that.
really fucking fun.
Spaceship sections look class.
I don't know, man.
Like, but it's totally based off the comic version anyway.
Yeah, the better versions.
It's
but-
Eidos, right? Eidos. No, Square Enix. Sorry, it's Square,
Square Enix, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, look, it could be a ball of shite, but it looks like a ton of fun.
So, for me, the reason I'm saying I'm not
Because
how
of
do
the
you say it?
Avengers.
Yeah, honestly, like I thought that the Avengers game, even so, aside from the pay to
I was
play
fooled
shit,
by that.
when I played the demo, I just thought it felt really clunky. I didn't feel like the gameplay was smooth.
Yeah.
Like,
It
you
felt
play
like
Spider-Man,
a PlayStation 3 game.
But I
it
mean,
did.
I know, like I haven't.
That's
I
an
think
insult to PlayStation 3 games, actually.
I only played a small chunk of it, but I mean, has it improved with all the patches and all the like the Black Panther add-ons and all that kind of crap?
I think Paddy nailed it there. He said, I think Guardians looks fun, but I don't think it'll be anything special. Should be a €40 bargain game, in my opinion. Yeah, pretty
Probably
much.
will be. And
I mean, yeah, no, but what I mean about that is, I agree. I think it could be fun to play, but I don't.
Oh
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna,
It'll
I
be
don't
fun
think
to
it's
run
going to
through
be
it, like, but
it's
not gonna
definitely not
change
going
the
to be
world.
like a Batman Arkham or a fucking Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean?
and you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm my snobbishness, let's call it that, is the fact that one, I think Square Enix massively dropped the ball on Avengers. Aside from the business model, just the game itself, I thought was lacking, extremely linear. The missions,
And
were
which
very
is a
dull,
shame
very
because
It's
Yeah.
an
you know when it
amazing
first came
license
out,
to
like,
get.
yeah,
it,
they fucked themselves.
it genuinely looked like it could be. I mean, and I enjoyed some bits of it, like during the whole like fucking the fight sequences with Cap and stuff. Like they were pretty fucking entertaining, you know. But
It's
it
once
was
you get past the first four story missions,
That's
it's
what it
died
was,
in its
yeah.
arse.
Yeah.
So guys,
And-
let's.
Go
What
on.
were we going to say?
I was just gonna say, to me, the only way that they will make Guardians of the Galaxy a good game, and this is a shit thing to say because the game isn't even out, is one, there's no pay to play or any bullshit like that. It's just the whole game through and through. They're not doing anything else to try and squeeze more money out of you. And two, the gameplay has to be fucking smooth.
Mm.
Like if the gameplay is not smooth, I don't even care about the graphics because it's a cartoon stuff. It's a comic book stuff. It doesn't have to be like, you know, game breaking. It doesn't have to be that. I just want the gameplay to be smooth. I don't want it to feel clunky, and that's all I'd say. Yeah.
yeah, for me, I mean, if it's a fun game and it's got a good story, I'll play the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Paddy said, I'm back playing Avengers for the DLCs and extra campaigns now, and I don't think it's terrible. not as good as it should have been, but another decent bargain bin game. And Jonathan said SE lost something like 50 million on Avengers.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Right,
lost
and
it.
rightly so.
That's not
They haven't
enough.
lost a lot on it.
Yeah, fuck it. They should
But,
lose more. Like, don't release games like that. Fucks.
So guys, let's play a fun game for a second.
Ooh.
So
Play the pick.
Sony, as you said, got like 900 characters possibly. So if you were to both choose one character or one group team, we'll say, to base a Marvel game on with the makers of Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine,
Oh, yeah, Insomniac games.
Insomniac to make, what would it be?
Oh,
Hubs.
can I only choose one thing?
Just one,
Fuck.
because we're running out of time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Cool. Go on, Bruno.
So I have. Fuck you. I'm gonna do two. I'm sorry. So Moon Knight in the back in Dark in like a Dark Knight style, but I want to see you having like psychotic breakdowns, changing characters and shit like that, or changing personas. And two, I would actually love to see an X-Force where you go down and hunt mutants. Or is it X Factor? Basically, your government agency.
X-Force is the secret government agency. Yeah.
Okay, basically you have an agency and you need to control mutants and you need to do stuff, and also while you're getting a lot of hate, I'd actually still do it in New York, and I want to see Val Cooper up in that shit. She was back, I don't know. Anyway,
When I hear X-Force, I always think of that team, that the silver and black that had
I
Wolverine,
love that team as well.
Deadpool, X-23,
Yeah.
Cable, was it?
No, Warpath, Vanisher, Elixir, Domino.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Fucking love that team.
Okay. Paddy said, Brian, let's play a fun game. Everyone in chat, not Marvel's Avengers. And Jonathan said, Moon Knight done like a Batman Arkham game would be cool. So that's pretty much along those same lines as you, Bruno.
Yes,
Um,
Jonathan.
Tubbs. And by the way,
had,
would
I'm gonna
fucking
pick
love
two,
a Moon
but
Knight game.
One is just a fast one. I'll go up the idea ahead.
No, go on, talk away. We have a few minutes in here. Go on.
No, but when you were saying about the Arkham, like Moon Knight being done in an Arkham, I had a different character done like an Arkham game,
Ooh,
the
go on.
Punisher. I stole his pick. I knew it. I knew it before I said it.
Imagine, but that would be awesome once the universe is set up. Imagine hunting.
Yeah, that's my point. Do you know what I mean? You could do it like, and I think a Frank Castle Insomniac built game like would.
I wouldn't do it like Batman though.
But
No,
wasn't it
but in that type of like, you know, stealth kind of fucking
dark
like,
and things
but
like yeah.
dark, vicious, do you know what I mean? Kind of brutality. And the second
I-
one would be a buddy cop game in
I would love to.
college years with Professor X and Magneto.
Because there is also a comic where Punisher kills the entire Marvel universe. I know there's
Yeah,
a Deadpool.
Punisher kills, yeah.
I would
No,
love
but
to
I just want a buddy cop game.
A buddy?
With Professor X and Magneto. Before they became their characters, just in college, you know, picking up chicks, getting drunk.
What kind of game would that be?
I know, because I reckon that could be a cool origin story. You get to kind of find out like what they were like as mates at college, and then you get to find out. Like,
I'm
what kind of
picturing it
stuff-
now, right? They're sitting down together and they watch this chick walk across the hall, and Professor Charles, he goes, "Hey Charles, watch what I can do to this girl's braces."
Oh yeah. But wouldn't it be like a crazy twist that like they both like fancied the same bird, and Magneto like I don't know, like stab Charles in the spine or something, and just paralyze them, and then you're like while he's lying there on the ground bleeding out, he does your one.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Best friends forever.
Wow.
And you can
Best
watch.
friends forever. Ah!
Jonathan says Punisher would work as a GTA style game. Now, this is what I was thinking, where like you have the city of New York and you drive around in the van, Punisher van and stuff, and get missions from Micro across your fucking
That's what
thing,
I
and you
was kind of thinking.
targets and stuff.
I didn't mean Arkham, as in like flying through off rooftops and things like that. I
But
just
in the
meant
dark, in the
like
night.
that
kind of thing.
darkness, that style, that brutality
Yeah.
that the game had.
But what are you gonna say, Bruno?
I was gonna say Damien had an awesome one.
Yeah, Damien had a class one. I really like a Namor game, Underwater Worlds, etc. Classic characters like Warlord, Krang, and Atuma.
Yeah.
Like underwater would be absolutely class as well. And that's original as fuck, not like all of us picking
Fuck it, Wild Rabbit, man. Ghost
city-based
Rider.
games and stuff.
Yeah.
My pick would be a Dark Avengers game where you have like you start out as Norman Osborn, obviously, and you use Sentry, Dark Hawkeye, Spider-Man, and Sentry then is used to take down like big targets like the Hulk and stuff. I think it'd be fucking epic. I don't know what way the story would go.
Plus, imagine having Venom. Well, it's Venom is Spider-Man, right?
Sentry.
Matt Gargan,
Yeah, and he's just going around eating people, and you're like,
come on,
dude.
wish Superman
on the Ite. I did tell you one of the games that I should have used that as an opportunity was a mixture of a stealth game with an action game where it was Mystique and
Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, but it would be a very
you
game.
You have to play it blindfolded.
Yeah, exactly.
For the full effect.
No, there's one. Daredevil in an Arkham style would be fucking amazing.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to kind of do the same type.
Oh, my bad.
Like a
to be fair,
gunfight game with Ghost Rider as well would be crazy.
Why the fuck not? Because you've already got established the Spider-Man universe with Kingpin and the whole lot. So.
Yeah, definitely, you would easily work in Daredevil there. Like.
Yeah, the Marvel gaming universe. I think
the MGU. Paddy
who called it? Was it Paddy called it? Yeah. Close. Like,
or you could, they could do Marvel dating, like a Love Island type thing.
Legends of Larry, remember that game?
Oh my god! Yes. No, I don't. I mean,
Sims version of Marvel.
Oh, that'd be so weird.
All in a house together.
SingStar with what's her name?
Dropping roofies and such.
Whoa.
Now we know what Tubbs does when he's not in the podcast, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
He drops roofies on himself.
Wanda just says to Vision, "Come on, vibrate for me, baby." Okay.
What was that character's name that was like a singer?
Oh, Dazzler.
X-Men. Dazzler, that's the one.
Dazzler. Oh, yeah.
SingStar, sponsored by Dazzler.
Oh my god.
They
probably could. They actually probably could.
Yeah, so the final topic of the evening before we go, and it'll have to be quicker than usual. But we're gonna talk about superhero video games throughout, really. So just give me some of your favorites and some of your worst ones, and we'll go from there.
What are we doing?
Superhero video games that have already been made.
Well, I can give you my favorite ones off the bat.
Batman, Superman,
is the Batman Arkham series,
DC.
and Spider-Man. Spider-Man and see, I fucking love it.
I had to bring up. Do you know what the worst superhero video game is? And it's been I've seen it number one on so many lists. Superman 64.
Yes.
Oh, it's terrible. They've I think the closest they've come to making even a half decent playable Superman game is the Superman Returns on PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
Yes, I said that. Yes,
and it's still a terrible game.
I
never made a good Superman game,
but it's
like how do you make a game with a stupid character that has so many stupid powers? It's basically invincible.
I'll tell you, I saw a mod. Some dude modded Henry Cavill Man of Steel into GTA 5, and it looked amazing. The flight, the fucking powers, the way. Like, I mean, he's a hard character to do in a game, but there's always ways around it. You know, you tell a good story.
I think what they're going to do with the Suicide Squad game could be an interesting way. Like they're fighting against him. That's interesting, maybe.
It's very interesting.
Depends how they do it.
And another game. There's another game I'll throw out there, man. And it had no right to be as good as it was when it came out. Was Wolverine's Origin.
Yes, I absolutely love that game.
That game was one of my favorite fucking games. I mean, like the detail that they had from like his skin, literally disintegrating the bone and healing it over time.
They've never done that on any other game since, like.
But dude, it was raw as fuck. It was violent. It felt like you were playing God of War in a Marvel game. Do you know what I mean?
You could literally drop a grenade next to it and it would blow off all your jets, and you literally walk around for 5 minutes as it comes back.
But I loved like that. Like you're fighting Sentinels, you're fucking. Do you know what I mean? It was just the game was so fucking good.
It was so much better than the terrible.
And how movie. That never got a remake or like a re-release on PS4 is beyond me. Like
And even when we were talking about it yesterday, Bruno, the other Wolverine game, was it based on X2?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
decent as
actually
well.
have. So it's called Wolverine Revenge. Just look how good this is. And by the way, this is Big Chungus. Just to be clear.
Oh, I know him now.
But I absolutely love this game. It was great. This was one of the intros. You could like shred people up. You could smell them, by the way, whenever you needed to find them.
I can smell people in real life.
I can. If I don't shower, I can smell myself. And look, like, bear in mind, this is PlayStation 2 era, but this is what the game
Dude,
looked like.
PlayStation 2 is, like, you look back, it's a crazy era for games.
Yeah, but
Yep.
to me, this art style, like, you guys are all comic book fans. Do you remember like Wolverine from Joe Madureira? He genuinely reminds me of that art style, and I
Mm.
loved it.
That's when the time me or Nitro exploded him and he basically grew back from the skeleton.
Fucking love Wolverine.
Yeah, there you go, Joe Madureira. And
Love the
that just,
pronunciation, by the way.
I know he is actually Portuguese. Oh, he has
So
family,
eloquent
whatever.
as fuck.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah, so in the comments, Damien said, how about an updated X-Men Arcade's Revenge for us all X-Men fans out there? Yes. I
Yeah.
would love a new X-Men game. I loved X-Men Legends as well on PS2, I think. It was
Yeah, that was
it was,
the
Is that the
it
fighter
was-
game?
it was the precursor to Ultimate
Yeah.
Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance. Yeah.
Yeah, they made them first, and Apocalypse
Oh.
was the boss in the second one, I think.
Yeah, there was two of them, and then they jumped on
Into
to
Ultimate Alliance then,
Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
which is one of my favorite games.
Or 1, 2,
Marvel's
and 3.
Ultimate Alliance.
Do you
I
guys
haven't-
remember Next Dimension though? The fighting one.
Yeah.
I haven't played that. I don't think.
Oh, man, I like that. That was such a good game as well. It's a fighting game, and I don't even like fighting games, but I suppose because it was like the X-Men, I was like,
I think I played it a few months ago on an emulator, maybe. Was that PS1? Or-
PS2 is what I have it as.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
PS2, man, it was fucking ridiculous the amount of games, good games that wrote.
Yeah, I agree with Jonathan. Jonathan said the game devs need to just go full on overpowered Superman and play it as a power fantasy. I would
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You know what? They could actually give you the ability to play either good or bad, like kill or save. And
Warner Brothers would not allow that.
I know, but how much more fun would it be where, if you're good, guess what? You have to fight the likes of Doomsday and
It
Um,
brings
But
me
this is
back.
the thing is, do you know what we were saying? It's like, oh, Superman is he's too overpowered. But then you bring in his overpowered characters. You bring in Bizarro. You bring in like
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Doomsday should be like. I mean, obviously
Doomsday
Lex
needs his own movie, not
but
a
Brainiac and all them, man. You
Oh
bring in
my
all these
God.
fucking characters, man, and totally fucking
Yeah.
make you feel like he's not as like. I mean,
But
he's-
I agree with what you said there though, because like it harkens back to Knights of the Old Republic. One of the best things about that game was you start off at 0, you can go this way or that way. And you can, like, if you want, you can make your party's life a living hell and they will still love you, kind of like.
okay.
If you could do that in a
That's the thing.
if you could do that in a Superman game,
Yeah,
that would be
here's
fucking
an idea.
amazing.
Then you
Why
have the
don't you do
Justice
the
League.
death
option.
and return of Superman in a video game?
How could you do that one though? I'd love that.
Because you obviously know, for spoilers, you know how the death of Superman ends, right?
Yeah.
The big, huge, massive fight with him and Doomsday, and they
Yeah,
both die.
Doomsday. Yeah.
And then 4 new Supermen show up with
Yeah.
4 different levels of powers and everything else.
Yeah.
And then Superman returns at the end, fully regenerated in black suit.
And by the way, one of those guys, one of those Supermen, was actually played by Shaq as well. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, it's the robot.
Steel.
Steel, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking
No, but what I
terrible
mean
movie.
about that is like, so when you get to the section where Superman dies, and then you get the 4 characters. Obviously, these 4 characters have different levels of powers and
Yeah.
things like that. You could fuck around and do different styles or whatever and run it.
Yeah.
As long as the story arc, as long as you have a good story arc to bring this entire game through.
Hmm.
Like Spider-Man and like Batman Arkham, the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
they
true.
like solid stories. I reckon you could do a lot of shit with it.
And to be fair as well, what you could always do, like, oh look, Lex Luthor's taken over. They have mercenaries and they have bullets which are made of kryptonite.
Lex is taking all the oil.
It's like, there you go. Like the bullets have kryptonite.
Yeah, you could get one. You
Cheap,
could get wounded. You know what I mean? They could take you down. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But then Superman could also like just lift a country and drop it on them. That would be that.
Ultron style. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the caveat.
And that's like,
Boom.
hey, motherfucker, boom.
I mean, but I like that idea. Like, I mean, because like this is the thing, right? This is. I mean, I know Kratos doesn't fly, but this is what they've done in God of War every single game. Like
They
you
let
started
you
off
rip
like,
this. Yes.
but do you remember the start of God of War 2? Where like you were
Ultimate-
fully hyper powered up.
Yeah,
you were
from
like,
the first
fucking
game. It was
god, like,
awesome.
and then you get beaten and
They
You
should
have
do
them
what they.
move.
They should do
And
what
then-
they did in Prototype. You remember that game?
It could be
yes,
good or bad.
perfect example.
Yeah. You're basically a superhuman or whatever,
Mhm.
and you can kill people, you can wreck the place, but they can take you fucking down quick as well.
Nice. That's all right. I like that.
Yeah, because I think with a Superman game, I think that's what you have to do. I think because Superman is so overpowered, it's so fucking his abilities are insane. You know, like he flight, speed, fucking strength, the whole lot. I think then you have to the villains you bring in need to be like you bring in Metallo, you know, with the fucking kryptonite in his chest.
Mm.
You know, so Metallo can weaken him.
Sure.
You know, you bring in Lobo, you bring in Doomsday, you bring in Brainiac.
You tell
know?
them all his mother's name.
And to be fair, you
Martha?
bring in Batman because Batman's beat.
So you can just do like the whole invincible thing to Batman and smash them off walls and stuff.
Oh my God.
No, but what?
Like that
But all
scene.
jokes aside,
So
like you just
The subway
you just
scene.
need to bring in. You just need to bring
Say
in
hello to your
characters
friends.
that level him in strength or stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, you
to
could
make
definitely
this
do it
feel
like that.
balanced.
You could definitely do it like that. But so best Spider-Man game, aside from the one on the PS5, like that entire PS5 game and the Miles one.
I would
Also,
say
we're not allowed to pick the new one.
I would say Spider-Man 2 movie game on PS2.
I'd say Spider-Man 2, or one I liked was Web of Shadows.
I was gonna say Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 1. Do you
Yeah.
remember
The
that?
Inter
PlayStation
Electro?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I loved as well? Actually, funny enough, I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man. It was the cell shaded one.
Yes, with Carnage and Venom, or the villain, you could be
I
Venom,
fucking
couldn't
loved
you?
it. Yeah, it was brilliant.
That was excellent. So let's wrap it up quickly there. Just a random top 3 off the top of your heads, basically. Favorite superhero games.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up in such a way that it's okay. Number 1 is the Arkham series,
Franchise itself.
the franchise,
yeah.
the Arkham franchise.
Arkham
games.
City would have been for me
It's from
anyway.
Origins
That's
to Arkham Knight. I loved them.
I
They're my
didn't like
favorite. They're my
Origins.
favorite games. They're my favorite superhero games. Then Spider-Man, and then Wolverine.
The Wolverine game, interesting.
Yeah,
Mm.
I just don't know what it was about it, Bruno. It was just a game. When I bought it,
Yeah.
you know, because you up through the years, you buy a superhero game,
Yeah.
and it's Iron Man or it's Superman or it's Pants, whatever it is. It's never really
Captain
great.
Pants.
No, but you know what I mean? And Captain Pants, you know? And
Yeah.
but then when I played Wolverine Origins, because if you remember the film wasn't good, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought like, oh, this game's gonna be shite now as well.
You need an adamantium bullet to get over it.
Yeah, and then the game ended up being like way better than I ever expected.
I literally bought that game in a bargain bin in Extravision for like
Same.
€5.
Yeah, same. I got it cheap, and I was going, okay, I'll play this, see what it's like. And then I couldn't put the fucking thing down. I still have it there, actually, somewhere.
So,
So they're my
So-
3.
they're good threes, right? Like, so Batman Knight was the one where he was purely in Arkham Asylum, right?
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham
Arkham.
Knight, and then there was the Origins.
Yeah. So I really liked the second one, which was Arkham City, where he.
Yeah,
Arkham
same.
City is hailed as the best of the three of that
Um,
trilogy, anyway.
I'm gonna one DC Universe Online. The game is a bit shit, but at the time when it came out, you could create your own superhero.
Yeah,
and
it was
honestly-
pretty badass. Like,
I love that, and you could choose different types of movement. You could be like an acrobat, aka Batman, and move like that. You could be a speedster, you could be Flash, or you could just fly.
did you just say a gay Batman?
No.
Yes, exactly what I said. Yes.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
Give me
you can just
yeah,
carry
Batman,
Robin
I like
around
that.
in your pockets and be like, "Come on, up you go." So love that. The Spider-Man. So it's a bit shit because I have two Spider-Man games that I really like in that category. So Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 1 was
Yeah.
phenomenal for me. Like that was one of the games that when I played it at a friend's house, I was like, I need this game. So like went through it, but then as part of that, Spider-Man 1, the movie game, the first one that came out, was I remember when it first came out. A friend of mine, we played that game until like 3 or 4 in the morning trying to beat it, and it's just from a nostalgia factor that's really a big heavy hitter. And then so those are I'm gonna say those are two because Spider-Man, and then the Arkham. Sorry, the what do you call it? DC Universe Online. And then last but not least, there is a fighting game, which I really, really liked. Where are you? I saw the name and I can't remember the name. Shit.
It's not Injustice, is it?
No. Injustice isn't actually a bad fighting game.
It's alright.
I mean,
Mortal Kombat
give
Live.
that an honorable mention because I thought they were really fucking good games.
Yeah. There you go. It's this one. X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Marvel versus Capcom. Oh my god.
Marvel versus Capcom.
I am extremely shit at these games, but stylistically, holy fuck.
Marvel
Mash the
vs. Capcom
buttons.
3 is unfucking real.
It's just they look like the actual drawings of the cartoons when this game came out. Like, look at this, man. Just bearing in mind this is also when like PS2. Look at that.
Yeah.
My god, my brain really does play tricks on it. But yeah, I just remember thinking, holy shit, this looks awesome. Look.
Click on that Michael B. Jordan picture. What the hell's that one?
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He's saying we got to bring back Marvel vs. Capcom. There you go.
Oh yeah. I thought he was getting ready to play someone in.
He is in Marvel vs. Capcom.
So yeah, there you go. I'm not even good at the game, but I just enjoyed it.
Oh no, it's fantastic.
My top 3 in no particular order. I have to say the Punisher game on PS2.
Fuck, I completely forgot about that. I have it in front of me right here.
You can put guys into the wood chipper, you can slam windows down on top of them.
Such a fucking underrated
so
game.
vicious, and it was kind of like it's kind of Max Payne with a Punisher coat of paint, basically.
Do you know what it was? It wasn't groundbreaking in any way. You were never going to like, oh, this is the best game ever made. But man, was that the funnest fucking game ever made?
Yeah,
it was a proper Punisher game.
Yeah, it was a really proper Punisher game. At the risk of forgetting something, I'm going to say Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. I loved that one. It was the best one for me. I liked 2 as well, but I thought it was a bit more streamlined. And
wasn't 2, by the way, the
clean.
one that online you could actually choose a faction and then you actually had your Civil War as well?
Yeah,
but the game was based on Civil War, right?
It was all based on Civil War and the Superhero Registration Act or whatever. The first one had way more characters though, and the missions were more original. For me, anyway. Number 3, Arkham City. It's class. It's my favorite Batman game.
Yeah,
it's the only that series. I know I mentioned the other games there, but it's the only one that makes you feel like the actual hero. Like, you actually feel like Batman. And an honorable mention as well for Arkham VR. If any of you tried that.
Oh, yeah, I tried. Did I try? I think I played it in your house, Brian.
And it's a mind fuck.
It is amazing. I would love to play it hours with as it that way. Like, so cool.
I know a lot of people slept on. They didn't. Like Origins wasn't received as well as the other.
It's because someone else made it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Rocksteady Montreal. But I fucking loved it, dude. I loved it. I thought it was such a good fucking game because you actually do detective work and everything in that version. Do you know what I mean? It was. I loved it, but I loved the whole series from top to bottom.
Sorry, so
Gotham Knights is coming out, so I'm wondering where
I hated Arkham Knight because the tank sections fuck off.
A lot of people did like, but you know what I loved about it was Arkham Knight released a season pass.
It's like they said,
but it genuinely was fantastic the amount of stuff they put into it, like the Ben Affleck Batman, Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, and they put in like Michael Keaton's Batmobile. So like you're flying around Gotham as Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I thought
Then
it was unreal.
Then you have to drive the
But it
Batmobile.
wasn't the best. I know what you mean. A lot of
It's like they said, the fans like, we want the Batmobile, we want the Batmobile, we want the Batmobile. Okay, you motherfuckers, here's a Batmobile, and by the way, we didn't put any fucking effort into it.
yeah, here's a tank. And like a lot of people didn't like it because it was, you know, like you weren't given the option to just like jump in and drive
there were
around.
sections you had to do it like.
It was coerced into the missions, you know.
But one of my favorite things about Arkham City, so I played it, I think, on the Xbox 360 at the time.
That's where I played it too, I think.
There's a bit where, and it was just like the fighting was phenomenal. But basically, Batman landed between two dudes, like he's doing some punches. No, it was better. You're on a veranda and he just takes this guy's head and smashes it, and I'm like, it's just one of those moments,
visceral,
in video
like.
games, and it just stays with you as well.
Well, if you look at it as well, Bruno, even the new Spider-Man game that came out, is very, very like its fighting system is very similar in tone to the Arkham series.
Loads of games ripped it off since.
Oh, sure, even
thank
the
God
Shadow of Mordor
it worked.
is the same. It's the counter system in Arkham Knight for the fight was just so good.
Yeah, it changed every superhero game. Thankfully, it made it beautiful, man.
Mix it the darkness on PS3. That's very cool.
Darkness.
Yeah, Jackie Escudero, is it?
Yeah.
It's an Image comic. It was the first person game, so you probably never heard of it. Oh my god.
Oh damn.
But yeah. So before we go, like Damien said he really enjoyed Spider-Man Friend or Foe as well. So
there was another good one. Yeah.
Before we go, Jonathan said Foosh just dropped a video on the Marvel Legends HasLab Sentinel knee joint issue. Says has it a fix, but there's no ratchet, so standing is always going to be an issue. So basically, Tubbs, you seen this, Tubbs? You know the HasLab Sentinel. Basically, a lot of people have started to get them now, and they have really like wobbly knees, so they're not.
Oh no way! Seriously?
Yeah.
For 350.
Are you worried that it's going to happen with Galactus as well?
No, I'm delighted.
Ratchets.
No, I'm delighted I didn't get Sentinel because hopefully they'll learn their lesson on this one and fix it for the next one maybe, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Jonathan said looks just like a basic knee joint. A standard Transformer would have not even ratcheted like Commander class or Titan class figure. It's messed up. Hasbro going cheap on HasLab stuff. Unicron has different paint apps as well, and now the Sentinel can't stand. Wow.
That is pretty poor. They should have put a ratchet system in that. Honestly, I'm not being funny. Like the old Toy Biz Sentinels have ratchet systems for the arms, I think.
And Paddy said loads of games ripped it off. Did Arkham Asylum not just rip off the counter system of Assassin's Creed and make it better? Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Sorry, I will just say no because wait a minute. With Assassin's Creed, whilst there was the counter system, which was good, it was only really valid if somebody was attacking you point blank. With the counter in Arkham, if I remember correctly, the first one, if you did a counter, if somebody was far away, you would go and do a kick, you would dodge and.
Oh yeah, once they flashed, it would kind of interact. Yeah. It would self-interact. I'm going to throw something out there. Probably an unpopular opinion. I don't fucking like Assassin's Creed.
Everyone's opinion is unpopular to someone.
I think Assassin's Creed are some of the most overhyped games ever to be created. The newer ones, I think they've gotten much better, but that first ever Assassin's Creed game, I fucking hated it.
I think you've got it backwards, Tubbs. The first one wasn't great. The next three though were unfucking believable.
That was my problem, dude, because I hated the first one so much. I kind of didn't come back.
My first Assassin's Creed was the second one.
No, I'm actually so the first Assassin's Creed game I played was the first one, but and people were raving on about the second one, and they're like, "Oh, Ezio Auditore," and I'm like, after I played it,
Brotherhood and Revelations of the other two aren't there?
Yes, yeah. Like you can see why. Honestly, those three, the story is actually coherent. I
It's
hate all
incredible.
of the I hate all of the stuff that they do with the what's the machine outside of it?
The animals.
Yeah, but like it's that, it's like that
Oh.
old saying, boys.
Fuck.
Fool me once, die
Yeah.
in the dirt.
And
That's
Paddy
where I go.
said-
You don't even get a second go. You're dead.
Paddy said Assassin's Creed 2 was a masterpiece and Brotherhood oofed. Jonathan says first Assassin's Creed was amazing for what it tried to do.
Yep.
Black Flag was the best in the
I just
series.
didn't like it.
I liked Black Flag as well, but I think
I
they've
couldn't get
leaned
into
on
it.
it. They've leaned on it too much now for the newer games, and they all just look the same now. I think it really needs a redo at this point.
I couldn't even get into Black Flag. To be fair, I played it on the PS3, I think. And
You don't like pirating? Hurry, going across
I
the
would have
seas.
loved to get to that point. So much so, I was considering getting an Xbox just to play Sea of Thieves because I love the concept of
Oh,
you running
don't.
around.
Don't.
What? No,
It's
just
shite.
an Xbox or Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Both.
I didn't. No, get an Xbox because you can try Sea of Thieves for free. Then if you get Game Pass,
Yeah.
Just
well,
jumping
not,
back
technically
to
not free, like. But no,
just
no.
jumping back to the superhero games there for 1 second as well, as I feel we have to mention the Lego DC and Lego Marvel games.
Oh,
They're-
come
Because
on.
they are
yeah,
some
Of
of
course.
like
Class.
They're their
because-
own genre, but we'll not talk about.
no,
genre.
they're not, dude. They're not. They're superhero video games. But what I'm saying is they're marketed for kids. But man, like
They-
I played them with
great
my
fun.
kids the whole time.
Also,
But the amount of
Tubbs,
characters and the amount of fucking freedom you have to do shit with these characters,
Yeah.
and it's so comic accurate in its own way, as goofy as it is.
it was brilliant
um,
once to put the voices in.
No, but it is. I mean, I just think that it's remarkable how much detail they put into the games, like with the IP that they have. You know what I mean? Like,
IP freely.
yeah. I mean, I don't like Marvel superheroes. I think Marvel, out of all of them, I think Marvel superheroes was the highest.
The first one was the best one.
It's the highest selling Lego game that they released, but it's just fucking crazy.
Also, Tubbs.
Yeah.
Paddy says, so wait, fool you once, die in the dirt, but yet you gave Zack Snyder's Justice League a chance.
Yeah, but I give good things chances, Pat. You know,
That does not make sense at all.
it is. It's all opinion based. I love Zack Snyder's things, so it didn't fool me once. I loved it. You know,
Moving swiftly on.
Assassin's Creed can suck my balls. That's what I'm saying, right?
Assassin's Creed 2, I promise you, it is worth the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
think I've
worth
gone
the story.
too far past it now to go back. You know.
So just
Maybe.
finishing up there, Ubisoft tend to make the same game all the time with slight changes. Yeah, Watch Dogs is the same. Black Flag is amazing and way better than poor SC3 Connor Saga. I didn't like Assassin's Creed 3 either. Yeah.
I got it for free on the PC, got a bug, and then I couldn't play it anymore. So I was like, eh. Pause.
Then you have Paddy just said ... I totally agree, Paddy. ... Indeed. So
I look-
next,
You know where I am. I'm not going to justify my fucking love for fucking Snyder's work. So you know, fuck the fucking fuck.
fuck the fucking
what I
fuck,
said.
guys.
Yeah,
Just
fuck the fucking fuck. That is my word of the
So
day.
tomorrow
Jack, you
is
have any?
Monday. Remember, not every day is Monday. So just get over tomorrow and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Also, next week will be the 30th episode. So I'm going to put out an open call. If anybody wants to come on and chat with us, do it. Come on. See if you can put up with Tubbs for more than 5 minutes.
Dude, the internet has been putting up with me for a long fucking time outside of the culture.
And I'm
cast.
the one that gave you a live mic. I always remember that.
You gave me a live mic 70 plus weeks ago. You know,
Wait a minute.
that's what happened.
29 weeks ago, Tubbs.
Oh no. Sorry, 29 weeks ago, because
Oh,
this,
yeah,
this is
you're
the
still
live
on
show.
Tubbs time, right?
I was actually thinking of the wrestling show before that as well. That's where my mind went. 70 plus weeks
And
of doing this.
yeah, so thank you everybody for tuning in every week, and even those who don't tune in every week and hop in every so often. It's great crack to have you. And makes sense. All hail Brie Larson. Oh, if I could only get Brie Larson on this show next week.
I did a Brie Larson thing this week, right?
No.
No.
No, I
It's,
did. I'm
it's
pretty
too
sure I
late.
did.
You did,
I'm
you
pretty
did
sure
say
I
something at
mentioned
the
her
very
earlier.
start.
You said
Um,
something about she would crack if some. Yeah.
It's because she's a cunt.
Okay, kids.
He's gone, guys. He's gone. Paddy said his Tubbs wound up, but he has a PS5 controller.
No.
And
Tubbs isn't wound up. What's wrong with Tubbs is Tubbs has gone an entire day without caffeine, and like I think I now.
what's the caffeine?
But I think I now understand what it's like to be Brie Larson, like empty
never
and completely just dead inside.
What the fuck noise was that, Bruno? What?
Whoa.
What?
I'm gonna have to listen to it. But there you go.
Oh,
Oh, Jonathan just came out with some real.
Brie Larson to play Superman in the next Superman reboot.
You're all mean fuckers in chats tonight. You're all fucking mean fuckers. The lot of you.
I mean, Superman is a cunt, to be fair. So
Shoe fits definitely like.
Fuck your face.
What was it? She plays the Captain Marvel, emotionless, horrible. Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh,
like,
I just came up with the idea. Is Joe, like the what if episodes, like it'll be like what if they didn't cast Brie Larson?
and it's just a picture of Tubbs dancing. Just a video.
It's
of
like-
in fairness, you do say that. I think it should have been Natalie Dormer as Captain Marvel, but we'll just leave it at that.
Oh,
Here I fucking do as well.
yeah,
And look, don't get me wrong, right?
that's
I know I
bad.
throw a lot of hate, right? I would totally bang the fucking shit out of Brie Larson, even if I just did it for hate. But it's you know, she's a
You
cunt.
did it for hate.
No,
Oh my-
even if I did it out of hate, Joe's like,
Oh,
I'm
out
like,
of
hey, fuck
hate.
you know. But yeah, she's just a bitch,
Yeah.
you know.
I like
Oh my
her
God.
so.
That's my 2 cents.
And yeah, so Tubbs, I will be, because of all this, I'm going to be tagging you in every Brie Larson post on Twitter I see all week. So enjoy.
But man, it's the 30th episode. You got to give me fuel for fire, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we'll get you fuel. We're gonna Photoshop your head on top of Brie Larson.
I am going
Okay.
to
Gotta
do
be-
that.
You'll see me rage quit on the 30th episode.
It's like, just don't break
But
your
yeah.
PS5.
Go to bed, you
Controller.
bastards, the both of you.
right.
We'll see you next week, guys. Have a great
All right.
week. And
Bye, guys.
don't do anything I wouldn't do, which doesn't limit you to much, really. And
Go on, Brian.
like all my videos during the week and watch them all, comment them all, and if you've got time, it would be cool. And subscribe. We'll see you later, guys. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye. Have a beautiful time. And
There you go. There it
There
is.
you go. You got it in right at the end.
That's what she said.
Love you
Okay.
all, mama.
Bye.
And we're still on. My joking. See you guys. Bye.
Oh no.
Oh, we're still live? Oh, no.